got a little injured, but he just had a slight bruise on his knee. Coach Kendall said he's good to go, and he's carrying that flag, and he looks really good tonight.
Yeah, he's going to pick that ball. He's fired up. Lamonte Troup, he was a little kind of shaken up in a couple of plays last night. Again, dealt with a very hard-hitting team. But the guys look very, very fired up and ready to go tonight as the homecoming crowd continues to make their way into the stadium. As we mentioned, the Tigers will be on offense to start the ball game, so we'll see Will Smith more than likely stepping in his role at quarterback. He's done to me. I was talking with his mom and dad earlier this week. Just been very proud of the poise that he's shown throughout this season. He's not the tallest quarterback that you've ever seen, but he has really run. To me, I really think he's run this offense very, very effectively, despite his size.
Well, when the scrimmage at Auburn happened this year, Greg and I were there that night, and he impressed us that night. He threw the ball well when he had the opportunity. So I've seen him a couple during the year, and he's progressed every time I've seen him. So I think you're right. I think the future's bright for Will Smith.
Well, last week, too, we had senior Lakeithian Buckner to come in and play a few snaps. And you could tell that Lakeithian was a little rusty. I think Coach Kendall was just looking something to kind of get the offense sparked. You're right. And he did wind up throwing a touchdown pass on the last play of the game to Malcolm Tatum. And that was your final score. I think it was 45-13 last week.
I've forgotten all about that.
Yeah, well, things like that just tend to get engraved in your mind. But the Tigers are looking healthier tonight. Again, we've lost Michael Tatum for the season with a broken ankle. And R.J. Hairston, the only other injured player, will have his right wrist is broken, but it will be wrapped up with plenty of pad. And everybody else should be fine. It's a great night for football. Weather-wise, you shouldn't see any kind of mid-season cramps or what have you. So here we go.
All right, Columbus set to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line. There's the kick. Pretty good high kick, taken at about the 15-yard line, brought up to the 20, to the 25, at midfield to the 30. And that's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10.
Big Dalton Hadley just simply dropped back from his midfield position back to about the 15-yard line, took it, and you can hear all the Hadleys from the stands as soon as he caught it. And they call him Hammerhead Hadley. And, man, did he hammer right up the middle and picked up about 12 yards, maybe 15. The ball will be spotted just inside the 30-yard line where the Tigers will take over.
Actually, it's going to be Butler that's going to start off at the quarterback position tonight. Lakeithian Butler, the senior, quarterback, 6'1", 178 pounds. He'll start off from the shotgun snap. He'll take the ball, roll to his right, looking, throws downfield, and to hit right at the feet of his intended receiver at the 40-yard line.
And just as we talked, Lakeithian Buckner last week looked a little rusty, and on the very first play had a man wide open at about 14 yards deep, and he threw it at about 10 yards on the ground. So and I'm sure he's a little nervous. He's a senior, and that may be the reason that Coach Johnson, the offensive coordinator, is starting Buckner, just because he's a senior. Nothing, we know that Will Smith runs a good offense.
Again, the snap, going to hand the ball off in the backfield. The wing coming around, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. A loss of about 5 yards. So he's a 3rd down and 4.
Just had a little motion from Jalen Higgs, number 14. Came in from his right side, kind of motioned in front of the Buckner, the quarterback, and was turning it upfield as designed. It was not a sweep or a buck sweep or anything, just simply a scissor, and then twisted it up the middle and just went nowhere. As you said, he lost 3 yards on the play. Be 3rd down and 13.
Buckner, once again, he'll go to the shotgun set, trips to the far side, loses the ball on the snaps, need to get on it, and he's going to be down right there. Another loss back to the 20-yard line, and the Tigers will have to punt the ball away in their first series.
Well, just not a very good series, first series for the Tigers. And again, a lot of we want to say out of sync. They just looked out of sync, and a lot of times that'll happen with. Even though you may have got some reps at quarterback during the practice this week, we talked about it being a short week, and just didn't see a whole lot of positive things there. If had he made the completion on his first would have been good. But as it turns out, we're punting the ball.
Beard will take the snap. Good reception of the ball. High kick, very short. It'll hit down at the 35. Bounce to take a Columbus Blue Devil bounce across the 35 to the 33, and that's where Columbus will have it 1st and 10. Let's take a 30-second break. This is Troup Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WOAG.
Chicken lovers, listen up. All across East Alabama and West Georgia, they're heading to Dairy Queen on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Why? Because the spicy chicken strip basket is at Dairy Queen for a limited time in October. 4 strips of chicken, customer choice of fries, tots, or onion rings. I personally like the tots. Texas toast, dipping sauce, All that at a great price. You want some delicious chicken, you got to get the spicy chicken strip basket at Dairy Queen, New Franklin Road in LaGrange. It's so good, it's ridiculous.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Football, Jack Woolman, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls, live here from Callaway Stadium. The Blue Devils have the ball, 1st and 10, and about the 34-yard line there in the first play, going to get about 3 up the field on a straight dive from the I formation. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. They'll split a man wide to the near side, a man wide to the left. I formation behind the quarterback. Long snap count. Trying to draw the Tigers off sides. Going to hand the ball to his tailback, number 21. And that young man's name is Dale Williams. So Williams will go around the left side, pick up some positive yardage.
Thanks for in the booth statistician Kirk Schneider and his helper. Tell me your name again. Silas Lichty.
Yep.
He is the man with the plan. Helped us out with the Columbus roster. And I tell you what, we improvise in today's technology. If we don't have a roster, we'll take a smartphone, take a photo of it, write it down.
I like it. Silas has a great interest in broadcasting, and he and Kurt Snyder from over at Kia of LaGrange are joining us here in the booth. Penalty down the field. And, Tony, I didn't see what that penalty was. Did you have to catch that?
Yeah, that was a hold. The flag was thrown by the umpire, and it was a holding call on one of the linemen for Columbus.
Okay. So that back him up. Now the ball rests right at the 40-yard line. That's where Columbus will have it there. 2nd down. I formation once again behind the quarterback. They'll back up. Take the handoff, throw it down the field, wobbly pass, and it's going to go incomplete. Almost picked off out there by Malcolm Tatum.
Ball was thrown in Tony's direction, but Malcolm Tatum and Lamonte Truitt had good coverage. Lamonte from his center field position, if you will, free safety, and Malcolm actually just from his corner had to drag all the way across the field on that one. But you're right. I was watching the Tiger defensive line, and I do realize it's homecoming, and I do realize it's Columbus. But got to play with just a tad bit more aggression, Tony, don't you think?
Well, it's a little bit flat down here. There's no emotion one way or the other. So hopefully they can get it cranked up here and get a big stop on 3rd down.
Once more, here comes Columbus. Splitting in wide left and right. Tigers showing blitz. Long snap count. Quarterback Derek James going to back to the pass. There's a screen right in the middle of the field, complete, but instantly brought down.
What a play. What a play by the Tigers. Number 6 on that one. Justice McGee stayed at home in his linebacker position, and I think all 10 other Tigers were blitzing, and we're going to have a rough and a pass on that, as he did get the ball away, but evidently the other 10 Tigers tackled him a little late.
He was hit pretty hard, I think, as he released the ball.
And roughing the passer, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony or Jack, but it may result in an automatic 1st down.
I think you're right, Greg. I believe that's the personal foul that does result in the 1st down.
Well, one of the dangers of the screen for the quarterback is that the line hits and releases, letting those guys come back. The idea is to suck them in until you throw over their heads. But if your quarterback is not careful, he could definitely receive a little extra there. Because if you're a lineman, especially a D lineman, you're coming through and you say, hey, I got a quarterback in my sights. I'm going to take every chance I get to take him down.
That'll move the ball all the way down to the 25, just inside the 25-yard line of the Troup Tigers. Early on, Troup Tigers started out 3 and out, 3 plays and punted. Now the Columbus Blue Devils have the ball, and looks like they're driving. No score early in the 1st quarter.
So Columbus, once again, back to the line of scrimmage. They're going a long snap count, trying to keep that blitz that we see a lot of times from the Tigers. They'll toss loop around the left side. They'll go to their tailback, who's number 21, Dale Williams. Williams will get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll get a couple of yards after that. They'll bring up.
Guys, I'm sorry, Jack. Didn't mean to call. From down here, athletically, it's a match for the Tigers. But right now, the enthusiasm does need to amp up a little bit. So let's see if the Tigers can get a big stop here on 2nd down.
Well, I hope you're right, Tony, because one of the things that you got to set the tone for sure on defense.
I formation behind the quarterback. Derek James. Long snap count again. He'll back up and reach out to try to hand the ball off to his tailback, and he is just wrapped up for a loss on that play.
Little confusion in the backfield, but Devontae Carter comes in, and Cofield actually from his defensive end position, along with Malcolm Tatum, just take him down in the backfield. Now Malcolm, from his his deep corner, was on a blitz that time, so that was enabled the Tigers to take a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 13 from inside Tiger territory at the 27-yard line.
No score in this ball game. 8:24 left to go in the first quarter of play. Columbus with the ball inside Tiger territory, across the 30 to about the 27. 3rd down and 3. It should be 13. I formation behind the quarterback. Twins to the near side. He's going to roll out to his right to pass. James looks downfield, throws it. Got a man wide open there inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 1.
Well, I was looking at Lamonte Truitt, actually, Tony, and you might have picked up on that as well. Number 3, Lamonte Truitt, kind of held the man on the hash marks, let him go, let him get behind him, and there was not enough pressure on the quarterback, and, well, you know the rest.
Well, Greg, it wasn't necessarily the best pass in the world, but the coverage was there. But you mentioned Lamonte Truitt. He kind of lost sight of the and to get behind him, and they made the catch, and the Blue Devils got a first.
You know, and Tony, you relax on one play. Maybe you just half speed on one play, and it comes out to tell on you. And I tell you what.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today, or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
You've worked for years for this moment. This is your time. This is your life. Your
Eagle Sports, WLAG 9.
As you, the senior class athletes, take the field, you're also preparing for life. We'll watch with keen anticipation as you rise to even greater achievements in the future. The team at Collision Autocraft and all your friends and family will be cheering you on as you tackle life's greatest challenges. Best wishes to our senior athletes, class of 2013.
Looking like the world beaters here with the ball. They're going to say he went out of bounds just short of the 5-yard line, so they've got the ball 1st and goal from the 5 after a great completed pass by the quarterback, Derek James. James, just a freshman, back under center with a power eye behind him. Back up, handing the ball to the tailback, who's going to get lots of yards. He's going to roll, spin. I think he's going to go in for a touchdown for Columbus. They strike first with 7:53 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, if that won't wake you up, guys, I don't know what will. Homecoming 2012, and you let the Columbus Blue Devils, who's only won 2 ball games in a year and a half, and maybe more if we go back to the year before that, you let them score first with 7:53. And look good doing it, guys.
And Jeff and Greg, I'm going to tell you one thing. Number 21 there, the running back, he stopped short of the goal line, kept those feet moving, and on second effort scored that touchdown.
Yep, he had a nice spin move right there at the line of scrimmage. It got him across.
Now, they haven't scored many touchdowns, so this PAT is kind of new to the Columbus Blue Devils.
It's going to be offside.
We're going to help him out a little bit, get a little closer inside there. It looks like Justice McKee got a little overzealous. Stepped across the line, so they'll move it to half the distance. And they'll once again take a shot at that. 6-0 is your score right now, 7:53 to go.
Very much similar to the East Dillon Lions I was noticing last night. Had a game on Wednesday night. Oh, that was on Netflix.
East Dillon. Too much of Friday Night Lights again. Here we go. Snap. Long snap. Come on, here we go. Snap. Hold. Kick. Is blocked.
Well, Ricky Frazier come in off the left side and just laid out perfectly, Jack, and blocked that one. And I said going into it, they haven't scored many touchdowns. Matter of fact, they're averaging 1 a ball game, and so this is not something that they do a lot of. So the Tigers at least a small retribution, if you will, by blocking the PAT, and so that's a good hustle by Ricky Frazier. So right now your score is 6-0 Columbus with 7:53 to go in the first quarter of play.
Let's take a quick break. Actually, they're already ready to go. We're going to keep it here.
Guys on that play, Ricky Frazier, he timed that perfectly with the snap, and he actually almost beat the snap back to the holder. But you're right, good effort that time, and 6-0 Columbus. But it's a 4-quarter game, so I think you're going to see the Tigers work up here in a moment.
You know, we've mentioned a couple of times, and it is a true statement. A short week kind of throws you off. A Thursday game throws you off. And they were out of school on Monday, had a rain practice one day this week, and so things you got to get your game face going back again.
And you know, guys, we've been playing football, all of us, since the beginning of time almost. And I don't care when you're taking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. One more distraction. At a short week and then homecoming. It takes them a little while to wake up.
Yep.
That's right.
And they'll take the ball at the 10 this time. Back up to 20. Looking for a block. Getting around the corner to the 25. They grab hold of the jersey. Wish they had the old tearaway jerseys. That would help right there.
Well, Malcolm Tatum takes the ball on about the 4-yard line and runs it all the way back out to the 28-yard line where they'll spot it on the Tiger sidelines. But, you know, you're right. One of the defenders for Columbus grabbed his jersey, just would not let it go. And Malcolm was trying to get away from him. And if he had it, he would have picked up another 10 or 12 yards.
And he had the old kung fu grip going there.
You know, guys, on that first series for the Tigers, there were a couple of bad snaps. So let's see if they can get that working this time to maybe get that timing better on offense.
Part of it, I think, we'll see how it goes. Will Smith back in the game. He'll be a quarterback. He'll go under center with an I formation behind him. Man split wide, left and right. Smith goes under center. Takes the snap. Going to walk out. Hand the ball off to his tailback, going around the right side. Ball carrier, of course, is number 16, Dale Dunlap. Dale, with some second effort, is going to get pretty good yardage down the field. Gain of about 5, second and 5.
Well, you know, I was looking at the right side of the line, and Mitch Mathis has been a favorite player of mine for a year and a half now. As a ninth grader, now as a sophomore. And just watching his technique, and he just absolutely pancaked the left defensive tackle. And then Levi Cornwell, who couldn't play last week because of a concussion, he's all fired up. He's downfield blocking as well. So good job by the Tiger offensive line.
Back to the eye, going straight up the middle of the field. Dunlap with a big hole. He's at 50. He may go 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers!
A 66-yard touchdown by Daryl Dunlap, right up the middle, really untouched, if you will. Had a little touch one time, about 14 yards deep, let go, ran it all the way in. Good job by the Tigers.
Nice to answer on a two-play drive there.
You know, from my perspective down here, guys, not a whole lot fancy about that, and that might be the best offense for the night. The Tigers are physically much stronger than the Blue Devils, so you may see a lot of that the rest of the night.
I'll be happy to see that. It's been my opinion that we've moved the ball the best from the eye and the wishbone all season long. Will Bates will put the ball up through, and it is no good. Wide to the right side. So we're tied up at 6 with 7 minutes left to go. The first quarter play. Let's take a quick break. 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
In downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Tiger football check, moment Greg Hicks. Tony Walls down the field. And the Tigers will kick the ball off, tied up 6-6 right now. But Columbus had their kick blocked, and the Tigers were just missed theirs. Went wide right.
You know, Kirk Schneider and I were just talking, Jack, about, he said, you know, Daryl Dunlap, he said, he's a beast. And I said, sure is. And he just looks like he wasn't really running that fast. And I said, you know, Daryl's always had deceiving speed.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's so large, as they take the ball from the 20 and are just ridden down at the 20-yard line. Great coverage by the Tigers on that play.
Troup High Tigers, excellent field coverage. Everybody kept their lane that time. And number 20 for the Tigers, actually, I've got to get an updated roster. Actually, number 22, I want to say that's Will Bates.
No.
Was down. He's 28, actually. Let me get the numbers right. Number 28, Vanquez Bonner down there on the tackle for the Tigers. And that'll, nice kick, decent return, just outside the 20 where the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 from the 21.
6:53 left to go in the first quarter. 6-6 is our score. Tied up. The quarterback, Curry, under center, I formation behind him. Take the snap, handed the ball off, and trying to run the same play the Tigers just did, but nothing doing as the Tigers are all over that with their front line.
You know, I'm looking at Tony. You might have seen that too. Big number 75 there looks like the right tackle. Just he had a handful of jersey on number 17, and number 17, R.J. Harrison, with a broken hand, still made the play.
Well, you know, Greg, if you keep those hands inside the pads, you can pretty much grab anything out there. So, yeah, he did have a handful of jersey, but you're right. Number 17 for the Tigers did a great job.
I just happened to notice as you were talking how R.J. was straightening his jersey out. 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Devils.
Again, they split a man wide left. Slot to the left side. Backing up to pass, and it's intercepted by the Tigers. Bounces off the hands of the Blue Devil, and it's going to be Lamonte Troup just walking it into the end zone. Excuse me, Malcolm Tatum takes that ball from the 30 all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, Malcolm Tatum from his free safety position, a little slant by the Blue Devils, tipped off his hands and just right into Malcolm Tatum's hand, about 6 yards deep. Malcolm picks it up, as you said, Jack, on about the 30 and just sprints it into the corner of the end zone for another quick pick 6 for the Tigers.
Like that a lot.
You know, guys, there's a reason you haven't won one of games in the last 2 or 3 years. Ball probably should have been called, but great recognition by the Tigers on that deflection to pick and score.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And this time the kick is good. Let's take a quick break. 13-6 is your score with 6:04 left to go in the first quarter play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
If you're looking for a
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking. CB&T.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Play kicks and Tony Walsh down the field. Tigers leading right now 13-6. Griffin Callaway Stadium is homecoming here. And now we're ready to kick the ball off. High kick going to the corner. Taken again at the 20. They'll get up to the 25. By the same at the 30, get across to the 35, and brought down there by the Tigers.
Columbus did look like they fumbled it, but they were able to. The whistle was already blown. And a nice return by the Blue Devils. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Junior linebacker Demetrius Talley makes the tackle. Not the biggest man on the field, 5'4", 163 pounds, but made a good tackle there. Earning those spots, trying to get on the for the special teams. It's one of the gateways to the regular playing field. If you do well there,
that's right. You know, I remember back when I was about 5'4", 163 pounds. I think I was in like the 5th grade, maybe.
I was so happy to get to 163 pounds in college. We're going to a shotgun formation now. As quarterback James will take it, look downfield, throw it, and if the ball's going to be tipped, and actually Columbus is going to get it. I was looking for a flag on the play because it looked like we hit the ball. We got a little early.
Well, you know, it's hard to say because we just had a back judge throw it out of his pocket, but he threw it out on about the 50-yard line, and it landed on about the 40. So I'm anxious to see. We may have had a clip. Even though the ball was called, he may also be calling pass interference by the Tigers. It was a very late flag if he is calling pass interference.
Yeah, that flag came out after the ball was down. So
That's right.
I'm not sure what this is.
Personal foul against Columbus.
Evidently, Tony, must have been a block in the back once they come downfield.
Well, I'll try to find out. The Columbus sideline is not real happy with that call, but we'll see.
There was a lot of confusion. He may be arguing the fact that, I'm like Jack up here in the booth when the ball was passed, and I want to say Malcolm Tatum just lit into the shot track about the time the ball got there, and I mean waylaid him. He took a little bit of time getting up. And then all of a sudden, their wideout, number 2, had the ball. Like, where'd that come from? But he scrambles down the field. So
it's his play by that young man.
Yeah. At any rate, it's back inside Blue Devil territory at the 44-yard line.
James will go back to the shotgun set. He's got a man just to his right. Twins to the left and right. Tigers with a four-man front, and they're going to be blitzing from the outside as well. James is flushed out of the pocket. Looks, he's going to have to run the ball. Gets to the 50, slides down there. So heads-up play by the quarterback.
We had a weak side blitz. Dalton Hadley was blitzing on the weak side. And so, Bruce Danford had to simply stay at home. And as he did that, of course, you run the chance of having to take on that offensive tackle. And he did that. And of course, the quarterback rolled out to the Columbus side of things and was able to pick up 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3, just inside Tiger territory.
Maurice Swain coming off the field, an injured right hand, looks like. He's holding on to his hand a little bit. Timeout was called. I think the Tigers may have had too many men on the field as the ball was about to be snapped and did not want that penalty. So they take a timeout. We take one as well. 13-6 is your score. With 5:07 left to go in the first quarter of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9, 1240, and on the World Wide Web at Eagle1023.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand.
It's a deep question. What do you get when you take real fruit, which is great, blend it into a delicious smoothie, which is also great, put that smoothie in a world-famous Orange Julius smoothie shop, totally great, and put that Orange Julius smoothie shop in a Dairy Queen, which is unbelievably great? You get something great inside something great inside something great inside something great. Now put that something great inside you, and feel great. Orange Julius Premium Fruit Smoothies, made with real fruit and yogurt. All with malt, and now at Dairy Queen.
Left side of the Columbus line as Big David Powers has just walked in to play that down tackle position. He's not going to be a big man. They're going to move out of that hole very well. Quarterback James will take the snap for the shotgun position, and he's going to hand the ball to his tailback. He's going to get a hand on him in the backfield, and he's going to roll out, pick up maybe another yard, brings up 3rd down.
Let me tell you, that hand in the backfield was Devin Powers.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know, Tony, if you can see from your vantage point, but Big 78 is probably about 6'2", maybe 6'3". He's got to be every bit of 325. He is a huge boy, and he's just a beast. And you're not going to move him.
No, he's in there right now for number 55, Maurice Swain. Maurice having a little trouble with his finger on his trainers looking at him, so hopefully he'll be able to get back in the game here shortly.
It's definitely hurting him. You can tell by his body language he's kind of stepping around there. Looks like we have a flag on the play. Some movement in the line by Columbus. They'll back him up 5. Still 3rd down. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. 13-6. And Tony, it looks like Maurice is in pain. He's still holding that hand.
Yeah, he's in a good bit of pain, so I'm not sure what the deal is. It's his what finger is that? It's the one next to the thumb and not the middle one.
Index
finger. That's it. Yeah.
Pointer finger for those of us.
There you go. So, and again, it's on his right hand.
James backs up the pass and almost picked off that time by Lamonte Truitt.
Let me tell you what happened just then. That was a case of where Lamonte thought about 6 points rather than catching the ball at that time.
He was seeing glory instead of the ball.
That's right. And Tony, I'm thinking, when we were growing up, if you stoved up a finger, what did you do? You had your buddy to pull it, right?
That was always Coach Honeycutt's remedy.
Yeah.
Pull on it and put a salt tablet on it.
Don't you want to go over and pull on Maurice's finger?
No, thank you.
Yeah, nobody will ever pull my finger. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, let's keep on going here. As once they're going to have to punt the ball away, Columbus, as they're punted back to kick the ball. There's his kick.
Like a knuckleball.
It'll be taken at the 15. And a great block right in front of by Ricky Frazier as he frees up his man to go up the right side of the field. My goodness, the crowd. You heard the crowd noise.
Wow.
It was on a block. And guys, from an old football standpoint, you got to love when the crowd gets excited about a good block.
Yeah, that was a decleater there. That's what we call those. And Ricky was excited about that hit right there.
Well, and Lamonte Truitt just simply broke out to the right sideline and from the 15-yard line picked up about 27 yards out to the 30, we call it the 36 maybe, as the Tigers will start 1st and 10. Into the first quarter, your score, Troup 13, Columbus 6.
Tigers back on the field. And Buckner back in at the quarterback position.
A lot of times you'll have people express their opinion on whether a 2-quarterback system works or not, and Buckner, Lakeithian Buckner, who's a senior, comes in, and then he's actually really in a short pistol position, if you will, and as soon as he gets under center, you had both guards really kind of inch forward. Illegal procedures, you got it backed up. It'll be 1st and 15 as the ball rests on the 31-yard line as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage.
Butler, again, back under center, the I formation behind him. He'll take it, and he'll fall down as he hands the ball off. And he's going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage, so a gain of 4, second down.
Ricky Frazier takes the ball, and you're right, Lakeithian just kind of got tripped up. He's still got to get his feet up under him. He didn't really play a whole lot in the Carrollton game, but he's still got to work on his rhythm and his technique. But good job that Ricky Frazier, keeping his eye on the ball, is able to pick up 5 yards, really 4.5, so it's now second and call it 10.
Florida showing blitz as they hand off to the fullback. And right up the field goes big number 15, Bruce Danford.
Bruce Danford from his fullback position, a little trap play. He got hit once, twice, 3 times at about 7 yards deep, and I believe he drug guys across the first down marker. And if it's not a first down, it'll be third and inches. And they're going to give him a first down for Bruce Danford and the Tigers.
Lost his shoe and everything, but he's still ready to go.
You know, guys like Bruce Danford and Dalton Hadley, you know, for the last 2 or 3 years, have just been stalwarts for the defensive side of the football. But they both run fullback a lot. They've been really good when it comes in and running that fullback position.
Well. Dalton steps in at the fullback position right now. The quarterback in is Buckner. They're showing blitz. Buckner rolls out, sticks the ball into Ricky Frazier's hands. There's a flag on the play as they'll finally bring Frazier down after a gain of 2. But that might be coming back.
Well, that's going to be a hold on number 11 for the Tigers, I believe. That was thrown by the back judge on this side.
All right, and Trevor Spradlin, number 11, has come in and done a really good job. Caught a couple of passes in the Carrollton game. Caught one in the Alexander game. But one of the things, and he does a really good job, Tony and Jack, blocking downfield, which is what you ask your wideout to do. But you can't hold.
Guys, you could call holding just about on every play. But the hands got out that time, so that's the reason the flag came out. But you're right. Those long runs are set up by those stop blocks by the wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. You know, and Trevor, really, this is his first year starting. And I know he's all excited. He works for me, I won't say in the off season, but he does. And I know he's excited about this year in football.
Back to the I formation for the Tigers. Buckner steps in, continuing at the quarterback position. Their corner's walking all the way up to the line of scrimmage on our guys, as it's going to be Frazier with the ball. Runs down the field. He's got to get across the 45. He gets across the 45-yard line. And he's going to be right at a first down, but I think they're going to mark him at the 45.
Just a little tall sweep, actually what I'd call a reach out. Lakeithian still has to get his rhythm down right. He had to reach way out and hand it off to Ricky. But, you know, Ricky's going to give you 100% on every play. And I think the 3 of us have seen him play all year know he's going to do that. He picks up about 16 yards, or maybe 15, right to where he needs to be. It'll be second and a yard as the ball's inside Columbus territory.
Back to the I for the Tigers. Man straight wide, left and right. Buckner actually going to hand the ball off. A little bit of trouble with the handoff, I think, as the fullback that time is number 40, Michael Mackfield.
Michael Mackfield plays a lot of defensive tackle there, guys, and he's really stepped forward from about the second ball game of the year. He's only played fullback sparingly, and this one kind of reminds me of J.C. Copeland, a former Troup High athlete, now down at LSU as a starting fullback. Doesn't really get the chance to catch the ball a lot and doesn't really run the ball a lot, but when he does a good job with it, and that's what Michael did for that time for the Tigers, and he picks up a first down.
He picks up the first down with 1:59 left of the first quarter. 13-6 is your score. Tigers leading. Tall sweep going around the right side is going to be Frazier with the ball. He gets across the 30, down to the 20, and he may go. 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers!
Not quite, Jack. That ball got knocked loose, so let's see what the officials call.
They're standing on about the 1-inch line, but I'm telling you guys, from about the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, takes the pitch. An excellent block by the
looks like it's going to be a touchback, guys.
So he lost the football to Columbus.
Back in.
Well, the running back number 10, Frazier,
slipped out of his hand.
And one of the Blue Devils from behind him caught up and poked the ball out, and the ball went out of bounds out the end zone and results in a touchback.
That'll go as a 43-yard run by the Tigers. Ricky Frazier just simply took the tall sweep, and we were pointing at just Mitch Mathis and Kimbe Billingsley just walled it off for him out there. And I know that Trevor Spradlin was out there, as you mentioned earlier, on the start block. You hate to see that because that should be another 6 on the board. But at any rate, we know that play will work for the next time. As the Blue Devils come up to the line of scrimmage, they'll take the ball on the 20.
Minute 44 left to go. 13-6 is your score. Blue Devils going to hand the ball off into the line of scrimmage, and, well, there's nothing there as they're just going to continue to push him back. Great job by the front line and also the outside linebacker, Devontae Swanson, in on that play.
Bruce Danford, number 15, from his middle linebacker position, along with Swanson, just simply met the fullback right in the hole. That was really a trap play, and that's one of those things that's what a middle linebacker is supposed to do, is meet that guy in the hole, and he did, and even though it was a 1.5 yard gain, that was a heck of a hit by senior linebacker Bruce Danford.
Columbus once again back to the line. The quarterback, Jeter. Under center, I formation behind him. Actually, an offset I. 4-man front for the Tigers. They'll run a little trap coming back to the left side. Going to get a couple of yards up the field. Brings up 3rd down and about 4.
It was just a no fancy football, as Tony has said before. Just simply hand it off to your tailback. It was kind of an offset I, shifted line, if you will, and he picked up about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4 as the ball rests on the Blue Devils' 26-yard line. First quarter's winding down with 30 seconds. Troup High Tigers homecoming night 13, visiting Columbus Blue Devils 6.
Might get one more play off. Yep, looks like they are. 22 seconds left to go. Back to the line is Columbus. Man stay wide left and right. I formation. They stay very steady in this formation throughout the ball game. Take the handoff to the tailback. Going to throw across the middle of the field. And great coverage by the Tigers.
You know, I was just going to say, I'm looking to the sidelines. That was perfect timing by Brandon Hurd, number 4. Perfect timing as he came across the back and slapped the ball away. And everybody was expecting, pass interference.
Yeah.
Wasn't to be.
It was well timed. Would you agree, Tony?
Yeah.
You were throwing the flag, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'd have thrown both flags on that one.
4th down and 4 for the Blue Devils with 10 seconds left.
And look, we just fumbled the ball out of the back of the end zone. Give us a little something.
Now, those are the breaks of the game sometimes. You got to have some of those.
There's the snap. Tigers coming and bringing the house.
We're going to have. It didn't even fall down, though. I thought you're supposed to fall down to get a penalty.
So
now it hit one of the Tigers' players, unfortunately, and the Columbus Blue Devils.
A lot of things could happen here.
Yeah.
Columbus is going to get the ball back one way or the other.
That's true.
There's a flag back at the 20-yard line for reffing the kicker. It touches a Tiger down here, and maybe Ricky Frazier, and it bounces off him, and Columbus picks up the ball.
Well, unfortunately, you had guys that were just looking down the field and just really not paying attention. And I guess they're thinking the clock's running down. We'll just let this hit take up. But the Columbus takes over the ball inside Tiger territory at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, with 0.8 seconds left. So
they started off with good field position like that. Their first drive and went all the way down and scored.
And guys, number 55, Maurice Swain's back in the ball game.
Excellent.
Thank you for pulling his finger, Tony.
You're welcome, Greg.
Offset, actually single back set, the wing back to the right side. Long step again, trying to keep the Tigers from with having that big blitz. So hand the ball off, go around the left side. The tailback, Williams, just picking his way down across the 35 down.
Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There goes Dwayne's car. There goes Dwayne's house. And there goes Dwayne. Man, that thing does not like Dwayne.
State Farm's got you covered.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
If you're looking for a great time, gather up your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown LaGrange. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has their family lunch specials. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broome Street in downtown LaGrange.
At Callaway Stadium, Jack Woolman, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls, all ready to bring you a great second quarter. Looking down at the field, guys, I noticed that we didn't have as many kids in front of us as a lot of times we do. They've got a really nice student section going over here to our left. The kids are packed in real tight, and they're having a really good time tonight.
They are. And is that Elijah Kelly right there? No, that's just the Tiger mascot. I'm thinking Elijah used to be our Tiger mascot. Little trivia about Troup High School.
There we go. So Columbus with the ball with good field position. 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off to their tailback. Again, this is number 21, Dale Williams. Williams gets stacked up after a gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Well, nothing fancy about that. But one of the things that the Blue Devils have is that tailback that just keeps twisting and turning. And number 21 for the Dale Williams Jr. I keep looking at it. I see Dale Williams Jr. and I want to say Dale Earnhardt Jr. But he's a good athlete, Tony and Jack, as you see. When he has the ball, when he gets the ball, he tends to grind his feet, turn, and chop his way for a few yards. And, at least they've got something they can look forward to as far as their tailback goes.
The fullback very close to the quarterback, lined up behind him in the I formation. They'll back up, and he's going to look to throw the ball, and he's going to be just sandwiched back there. Get lost about 5 yards on the play. And I don't know what that drop back was. Was it a tight end drag he was trying to throw the ball to? Or?
I don't even see the tight end here. He had two guys, both his wideouts going deep, but he just kind of, not a pocket drop back, guys. He just kind of dropped back, slid over behind the tackle.
Left, yeah.
And they just, all the Tigers were all over him. It wound up being R.J. Harrison, number 17, to finish him off, and that'll result in about a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Blue Devils.
Back to the shotgun set this time for the quarterback. James will take the snap. He's got a man just to his right. He'll look, got some pressure again, throwing downfield, and above the intended receiver there. That'll pick up 4th down, and of course they're inside the 35. Could punt it away, could take another shot. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, I saw Hurd all over from his inside corner position, and then of course you had Malcolm Tatum from his free safety position. The guy was running a kind of an 8-yard slant across the middle, and Malcolm kind of ran toward him, and you could see him flinch. He had to reach up for it, but he wasn't going to catch that because had he caught it, he would have absolutely been waylaid.
Twins to the left and right, single back behind the quarterback. He's going to be back there looking. Here the pocket collapses. He's going to have to run the ball up the field. Runs to the 30, and going to be close to the 1st down. Tony, he's going to get to the 20. It looks like he almost might be there.
No, he's going to be a little bit short. That was a big tackle right there by number 3 for the Tiger.
Lamonte Truitt just came in. You thought we had him in the backfield, but you know what? That kid's pretty fast, too, that quarterback of theirs. It just ran up to about the 22-yard line, and number 3, Lamonte Truitt, just popped him hard, and they're going to call for a measurement, so we certainly hope that he didn't make it, because that was 4th down, guys. So
yeah, guys, that's not even close. It's a good 2 yards short.
Well, we want to make sure that the national audience listen to us tonight, so on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com, so you want to make sure you get it right.
I agree. A lot of pressure out there tonight.
As we mentioned earlier in the ball game, we've got some special guests up here in the booth. Kurt Snyder from over at Kia LaGrange. You hear from him on Saturday mornings at the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, telling about all the great things that are going on there. Yeah, you're right, about a yard short guy, so the Tigers have it there 1st and 10. Also, Silas Lichty, the son of Neil Lichty. His son Jesse is the owner of the Kia showroom there. So I got the Lichty family represented up here in the booth. So it's nice to have them joining us here. Silas has an interest in the future in some broadcasting, so he's kind of, Greg and I have to be on our best behavior up here as he's taking notes. So there's copious notes he's taking up here about what we're doing. I keep saying Greg did, so maybe I don't know if that's the good stuff or the bad stuff.
I'm looking at some of these guys coming in from last year, and I see Jordan Van, our punter for the last 3 or 4 years. Maybe while he's down there, he can kind of talk to Burek and give him a couple of pointers.
Just in from the hair. We're going to hand the ball off in the backfield. This time it's going to be number 14 for the Tigers. It's going to be a run the ball. That's Jalen Hicks.
Jalen Hicks, just no relation, right up the middle, picks up about 8 good, strong 9 yards. It'll be second down a yard. No, I didn't actually see him from his hair, Jack. But the shoes, actually, I did see it. Nice, neat haircut. And I was going to say, it looks like he's got orange shoes on tonight. He always had his fluorescent orange or fluorescent green shoes on. He was a character.
And still is. Tigers, Buckner going to lose the ball as he rolls back to pass. And let's see, Columbus seems to be thinking they have it. They're bringing the pile.
Buckner he was from his shotgun position. The Tigers do recover, but he was snatched down. And when he was snatched down from a blitzing linebacker, he just lost the ball. And again, so far, what I've seen in Buckner's 3 offensive series as Will Smith comes in to replace him, he just can't seem to get anything going right now. He just got to make some adjustments at halftime if he's going to move this offense at all.
He's a great athlete, but right now it's footwork. And you mentioned a little bit ago that he just doesn't have the right placement of his feet. It's now Smith will be back in. He'll go to the shotgun set. And we're going to jump off sides. Again, that's a tough thing about the 2-quarterback system. Each one has a different cadence, a different way of calling the plays, and that's tough.
You had Wellington Callaway, the left guard, just picked it up a little early. And you're right. Anytime you get your rhythm off, you're used to one quarterback and another quarterback comes in. And, again, we can make excuses. But bottom line is the offensive line knows the snap count. And that's one of the things that we prided ourselves on years ago is that we do not want any offensive line penalties because everybody knows the snap count.
So here we go. As Smith is going to roll back, he's going to throw to the corner. He's going to throw out of bounds. He's going to make the catch, but he's going to be out of bounds as he makes the catch. As Taylor's going to go up and Malcolm Taylor goes up, makes it, but he gets just a little bit overthrown, and it'll go over to a punt team coming out there for the Tigers.
It was excellent coverage by the cornerback, actually, and good ball placement. The ball could have been thrown just a little bit more into the field of play, and I think if you'd have had that, Tony, I don't know how close you were to it running down the field, but it might have been pass interference because they were kind of grabbing him and pushing him out of bounds. But since the ball was 3 yards out of bounds, of course, that does not result in a pass interference.
You're exactly right, Greg. He was too far out of bounds. The throw led him a little bit too far to the sideline.
The Tigers have run that play probably 5 or 6 times this year and been successful most of the time. Just got to get that pass inside the field of play.
There's the snap. Buick gets the kickoff, a much better kick than he had earlier. Fair catch called for back at the 40-yard line. And that's where they'll have it, 1st and 10.
Nice punt by Buick. Nice end-to-end, roll over end-to-end, and it kind of makes it difficult to catch that. If you're the receiver and you've got guys bearing down on you and that ball is coming in wobbly like that, don't you know that thing is really tough to catch? And, I wouldn't want to be a receiver, a punting receiver. Wouldn't mind kickoff receiver, but not the punt receiver.
No, because they're coming at you really quick.
That's right.
And you never know how that ball's going to come off the foot. It's going to be a line drive, high in the air. That's what it's going to be. So Columbus with the ball once again. 13-6 is your score. 8:26 left to go in the first half of play. Long snap count by Columbus. Quarterback James will hand the ball off, and they're going to give down the backfield. Williams will take the ball and try to cut back to the left side, and they're going to bring him down after a loss of 5.
He took the ball, went right, turned back left, and who did he see? Number 13, Devontae Cofield, and took him down for about a 4-yard loss from the 40 back to the 36. It'll be 2nd and 14 for Columbus, and as they continue to run the ball, the clock continues to run as well. And as you just said, Tigers lead 13-6. We'd really like a few more points and had an opportunity on that 43-yard sweep by Frazier earlier in the first quarter. It turned out to be a touchback.
Fakes the handoff. The quarterback, James, going to look, throw it to the right side, and he misses his intended receiver. Now, our guys got to be really heads up. That's another opportunity I think we just missed for that interception.
Right. Well, let me say that big 55, the biggest man on the field, was bearing down on the quarterback. And I think anytime you got a guy like that coming in your face, not only do you're a little apprehensive, but he's so tall to throw over. The kid had to throw it so tall. I think that you can call that not a coverage incompletion, but really just a pressure incompletion.
And we got the one incompletion, the one interception on the ball game so far had another opportunity earlier. So I think that the guys need to be very aware that this could be a night as they're going to try to do what they can to move the ball down the field. They give them some opportunities for some interceptions.
I think you're right, Jack, and Columbus is trying to stretch the field as they are now.
They're passing the ball again, throwing to the corner, and a completed pass, but he's out of bounds as he makes the catch.
What a sharp throw and a sharp catch. That was collegiate level catching right there. But you're right, he was out of bounds, and lucky for us, he was out of bounds. And even though that would not have resulted in a first down, it still would have been fourth down, as it is now, 4th and 14. As Lamonte Truitt backs up to about the Tiger 25-yard line.
You're exactly right. I'm sorry, Jack. That was a great catch right there. He just failed to get a foot down. It's a good throw to good catch. Just was not able to get that toe down in bounds.
Columbus on to punt the ball away. And they get the ball off. The ball's going to hit down.
Oh, don't reach out and do that.
Yep, there's a scary moment. It takes a Blue Devil bounce all the way down to the 15-yard line. That's what the Tigers will take it. 1st and 10. 30-second break. Back to the station. 13-6 is your score. Tigers leading. 96-9 and 12-40 WLAG.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
As they will take it 1st and 10. Hand the ball off on the right side and get not a whole lot there. Give him about 2, maybe 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Tony, didn't that just make you cringe? That old wobbly duck-looking punt that came down, and as it bounced, Lamonte Truitt, number 3, kind of reached out as if to stop it. It's like, please don't.
Well, I wasn't the only one that cringed. The Troup coaching staff cringed, to say the least. And they got their point across on the sideline.
No doubt. We're going to get the ball across the 20-yard line on another just down-the-line play. Trying to win the line of scrimmage battle.
As fullback Bruce Danford takes the ball just a little small. It wasn't really a trap. It was just simply an isolation power play. Hand it off, block down, come up behind big Mitch Mathis along with Levi Cornwell and see if you can pick up a few yards. And it'll be 3rd down and really 3.5 for the Tigers, maybe 4.
Quarterback Smith back in. They'll have Ricky Frazier in there, along with Danford at the fullback, Frazier at the tailback. Man split wide left and right. They put a man in motion coming from the far side. Toss sweep to Frazier. Frazier going around the left side, just breaks open a big hole, but then is brought down with a loss. And now the Tigers will have to punt the ball away.
That's the second big play by their linebacker, number 7. Earlier in this drive before this, he blitzed and sacked the quarterback for a big loss. And that time on 3rd down, he did the same thing.
You know, we've been known to call a few plays from the booth, Tony, and the coaching staff listen to us. You got big Mitch Mathis, your right tackle. Most teams are strong right, and if you look at that kid when he comes off the sideline, Tony, number 70, and he's just a sophomore. A tall sweep like that with a little reverse inside. Be careful because that's got opportunity all over it.
High snap, Beard gets it, gets the kickoff. A good kick. It's going to be end over end. Takes a Tiger bounce across the 40, going out of bounds down at about the 34-yard line. Quick 30-second break. Back to the station. 13-6 is your score in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
5:07 in the first half of play. 13-6 your score. The Troup High School Tigers leading this one. I formation now on field for Columbus as they're going to hand the ball to their tailback going around the left side. And a great tackle in the backfield made by Lamonte Troup.
Lamonte wanted to pay back for Darryl Dunlap. Not Dunlap, but Malcolm Tatum making that block for him a while ago. He said, let me help you out, and I'm going to make the kind of a hard hit in the backfield just then. That was a loss of about 4. Excellent play by the Tiger defense.
Man, his legs, he just got to bend his knees and completely extended. Great job of overfield tackling. It looked like he kind of said, excuse me, to his fellow player. He said, I'm going to make this tackle. 4-man front for the Tigers. Maurice Swain back in there. Moves to the outside on the left side. Ricky Frazier with his man on the far side. Lamonte close up on the line of scrimmage on the near side. I formation once again. Toss sweep going around the right. And we're going to just stack it up. Maurice Swain's going to hit him and drive him all the way to Callaway Auditorium.
I just happened to be watching, and we've got a late flag. And I know that number 17, R.J. Hairston, I was just every once in a while I'll key on a particular player, and I was keying on R.J., and big number 70 would not let him go all the way down to the play. Obviously that's not the call, but they should like a celebration call, Greg. It could have been.
I think so. I think they could get Maurice for Maurice. It was a big play for him. I feel real good about it, and I think he did maybe a little bit too much. But, telling a 17, 18-year-old kid that after he does something really awesome that he can't celebrate is a tough thing.
And, of course, Coach Kendall's coming over saying, yeah, I know you want to celebrate, but then you're going to take a play break for a minute. Kind of making Maurice mad because he took him out. But, it's the right thing to do. Maurice is over here getting mad, but, you got a penalty, 15-yard penalty, actually, from the spot of the foul, and they had the ball marked back inside the 25. Now it's going to be out on the 37.5-yard line, guys.
Well, it hurts him, too. It negates the great play that he had.
Right. And that's part of growing. And I know he's having a little fun on the sideline, and hopefully we'll wind up winning this ball game. But still, you want to show class, and you like to celebrate plays. The few that I made, I really like to celebrate.
Both of those?
Both, absolutely. I did say the few that I made.
You took that water all the way out of midfield.
Now, wait a second. That's pushing there. But,
it's a high quality H2O you brought out there.
That's right. That is right. Had a little sweat mixed in with it, but we're good. We survived. We survived.
All right, let's get back to football here.
And they're still walking down the field. How many penalties did we have here, guys? There were 2 penalties thrown. I thought they saw the same thing. Maybe they saw 2 different things. But I
think they went just enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah. That brings the ball out to the 45-yard line. The nose of the ball still in Columbus territory, but the ball will be close to midfield at their 45-yard line. As the Tigers, with 4 minutes left in the second quarter of play, your Tigers up 13-6. Still want to hold them out and would like to get another 6 before the halftime.
Of course, Columbus thinking the same thing now. Back to the I formation. Backs up, fakes off the handoff to the tailback, throws it across the middle. Complete. And they're going to pick up about 8 yards, maybe 9. Second down.
One of the better plays they've run all night long, just a little tight end hook. Normally tight end hooks run you about 8 yards and you hook in. That took him down about 9.5 yards, hooked in. He'll actually gain 9 yards. So second down and 1 is on the Tiger side of the midfield mark.
And, Greg, let's don't forget, it's 13-6.
That's right.
So 3 minutes to go till halftime. So the Blue Devils are right here in this game.
And they also get the ball coming out in the second half.
Great point, guys. As they're going to try to pick up the first down with just a little dive in the middle of the field. I'm not sure what they'll give the first down.
I don't know who the Tiger was. It came in from the Bruce Stanford, number 15. Wow, did you see that hit? I mean, I did. The quarterback's head, it just ricocheted backwards. I really didn't know if he was going to get up off the ground, but testament to him, he got up. But, man, was he pounded. One of the things, Columbus really is gaining confidence in this game because, let's face it, they won 2 ball games in at least a year and a half. The Tigers have, from our vantage point, just allowed this to happen, and the Devils are simply going to take advantage of it. And you just can't allow that to happen. The Tigers really got to make some adjustments at halftime, come back and pound them like they should have done to begin with.
They hand off the ball again to the right side of the line, trying to win the battle there. But you're not going to win the battle on the right side with Maurice Swain standing there.
Greg, you made a good point. As long as Columbus believes they can hang in this game, they will continue to play hard, and anything can happen. That ball can bounce funny away. So with 2 minutes to go till halftime, obviously they want to score, but if they go out at halftime down only 13-6, they will be extremely happy.
Don't you know it? And a lot of confidence coming in as they get the ball first in the second half.
Long snap again. Go back up, fake that handoff to the tailback. Quarterback back, going to throw across the middle field. That hook that you mentioned, they're going to pick up big yardage on it across the 25.
Just an excellent hit by Lamonte Truitt and Malcolm Tatum. Malcolm actually, it's kind of like team roping. Malcolm had him high, and Lamonte came in, hit him low. And I say that because we just came back from State Fair, but that's a perfect. You get him high, get him low, man, they both just nailed him.
Guys, let me tell you what made that play. The tight end, number 88, did not stand still. He came back to the football. The Tigers pretty well had that covered, but by coming back to the football, the tight end was able to complete that catch and pick up good yardage.
And, you know, Tony, that's the second time they've run that play in four plays, so it's something that works, and they're the kind of team that, hey, if it works, go back and do it again.
Keep running until they stop it. Quarterback James going to hand the ball off this time to his tailback. He's going to try to get to the corner and just not able to. They just don't have an answer for Lamonte Truitt coming around that right side.
You know, guys, that's the second time on that play. A while ago, there was a big hit by number 3, and the running back.
When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch on the web at joelupchurch.com. Are you looking for a new job? Then you need the right help to find a job that's right for you. You need Malone Staffing. Yes, they are the professionals that will listen to you and then find the job that is just right. So start the process today so tomorrow you're enjoying what you're doing in your new career. Malone Staffing specializes in production, warehouse, clerical, assembly, call center, management, and professional staffing. Apply online at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, an equal opportunity employer.
They back to home. Give me orders. I hope my wife did. I was going to order food, but I was scared my wife's going to hear me getting some food on the radio. So.
I didn't eat all day. Why'd you get food?
Yeah. You shouldn't be eating that. Candy bar would have been good, but I better not.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to back up to pass again. Quarterback going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling, looking downfield. He's going to have to keep the ball in his hands. Tries to get some yardage to the 35. And the clock will continue to tick at minute 8 left.
He dropped way back. He probably was from a shotgun position, took it.
You've worked for years for this moment. This is your time. This is your life. Your efforts are celebrated by all of us. As you, the senior class athletes, take the field, you're also preparing for life. We'll watch with keen anticipation as you rise to even greater achievements in the future. The team at Collision Autocraft and all your friends and family will be cheering you on as you tackle life's greatest challenges. Best wishes to our senior athletes, class of 2013.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
FM 1240 AM and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Minute 8 left to go in the first half of play. 13-6 is your score. We'll have homecoming festivities coming up just a bit. We'll talk a little bit, but we'll also play a lot of that right here on the radio. You'll hear the PA announcer give you that information. Quarterback James takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to just wrapped up back there. It's going to bring up 4th down. And Tony, I think you're exactly right. I see them going for it here.
Well, the quarterback had no one open downfield that time, so that was a coverage sack there. So the Tigers are going to take a timeout.
Let's go and keep it here with 55.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations. successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
But you're allowing a weaker team to stay in a game that no way should be in the game. So with that, you guys, hopefully we'll see some adjustments in the second half, if nothing more than an adjustment in the attitude, particularly from the offensive side.
All right, guys, watch for the Hail Mary down here in the corner where I'm standing.
Trips to the near side. Quarterback James got some pressure, going to throw across the middle of the field. He had a man that got behind our coverage, but it's going to fall incomplete.
Actually, he actually had an open man, and he threw that ball a little early as a receiver broke open late in the route.
That's right.
And, but a good job by the Tigers right here before halftime. So let's see what they decided.
Well, as you can see, Tony,
timeout.
Is also, Tony, you got 55 coming off the field, Maurice Swain, from the Columbus backfield. He was putting a little bit of pressure, but you're right. Give him another second, and he broke open late about the 10-yard line, and it could have been 6 points.
Twins left and right. Will Smith, the quarterback. And they're going to jump off sides as they step into the line right as the ball is snapped.
And again, you had Malcolm on a go route. He's done the double coverage, and I think one of the things that Columbus is going to do, they're going to double cover Malcolm all night. They're not going to allow him to beat them deep. But, you still got Trevor Spradlin on the other side. You still got Lamonte Truitt, Ricky Frazier in the backfield. You just got a lot of weapons. If the Tigers can use them with still 50 seconds. I don't know that the clock even ran. Well, it didn't ran because it was an illegal motion. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
It'll ran this time, though.
I'm sorry, my bad. I wondered if anybody caught that.
Just me. They're going to swing it out to Lamonte Truitt, who's across the 50, and he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. A great play, but a flag down back at about the 45-yard line.
I believe that was coming back, guys. I think it was a block in the back out here, maybe on number 51 for the Tigers.
Well, he's a little shaken up on that play, too.
I was just going to say that's a perfect territory for a little chop block or a block in the back. We got holding out here. And that would have been really from one of the wideouts. Blocking.
Correcting myself there, Greg. That was not number 51. The penalty was on number 24 for the Tigers.
That's right. Unfortunately, he's downfield blocking, kind of like number 11, Trevor Spradlin was earlier, trying to just get his hands. And when you're a receiver and you're not as accustomed, let's say, as blocking like an offensive lineman, that'll hurt you. And that hurt. That was a big gain. That was actually a 25-yard negated gain there.
Trips to the left side. Smith going to roll out and going to get hit in the backfield, back at the original line of scrimmage. Clock continues to tick, 24 seconds.
And, one of the things that's always disturbed me in a situation like this, you've got an offensive line, offensive unit. You know that we're probably going to, if we're not running the ball, you're going to spread out. You got no reason to believe that Columbus is going to sit there. So they pin their ears back and they come. As an offensive lineman, you've got to be looking back and protecting your quarterback.
Especially since he's rolling out and he's just all by himself.
That's right. You've got to look back and protect his backside. So
the Tigers are going into the tunnel now. We're at halftime. And Tony's going to see if he can catch a quick word down there on the field.
Coach Kendall always glad to be up by score 13 for the first half.
We're playing very sloppy ball right now. We're our own worst enemy, and this team across the way here, they didn't come here to lose a ball game. They came here to win a ball game just like we did. And they're playing well. They're not making mistakes, and we're making mistakes, and it's our fault. We're the ones doing it.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
That's about as fired up a Lynn Kendall as you'll hear.
That's exactly what I was about to say, Tony. And I'll be honest with you, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yep. I think that he's. I think that he made a great point, Tony Gray. I think I'll both agree that right now we're our own worst enemy so far in this ball game.
Well, he's exactly right. He's honest. It was a very uninspired first half by the Tigers. and it shows in the scoreboard. Greg, you made a good point. Troup 13, Columbus 6, and it really shouldn't be that close.
No, you're right. And I think the players are going to hear about this at halftime. And, even though Maurice Swain is on the other side, and they've got a lot of the officials wondering, what is he doing over there? Well, he's just getting ready to go in because he's in the homecoming court. And I think he may have one or two more, but I know that Maurice is up for homecoming king. But he certainly had a good first half himself. Even with the injury, he had that one bad celebration penalty that cost the Tigers. But other than that, Maurice has been in the backfield most all night. So, with that being said, he might not need to hear this halftime motivational speech.
And Greg, I know the times have changed, but can you imagine telling Coach Honeycutt, Coach, I got to go out for the halftime king festivities?
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. Even in my day, baby, that ain't happening. Sorry.
No, I don't think any of our high school coaches or even junior high coaches would have gone for that. Anyway, we're already at halftime, and so we're going to celebrate with those kids just a minute. We're going to take a break. We come back, we're going to let you hear some of the things that are going on here live from the stadium. The Tigers are up 13-6 here at halftime at Callaway Stadium in homecoming 2012 on 96.9, 1240 on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Students at LaGrange College travel to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our Study Away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Caring about people, building relationships, supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You love Blizzard treats. Your whole family loves Blizzard's treats. And even though the weather is getting cooler, you and your family still deserves a nice treat. Fortunately for you, there's a pumpkin pie Blizzard at Dairy Queen. Nothing combines the taste of fall and refreshment of soft serve like pumpkin pie Blizzard. Pumpkin pie blended with vanilla soft serve, crowned with whipped topping and nutmeg. Get yours now for a limited time at Dairy Queen on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. It's so good, it's ridiculous. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is 219 East Yorktown. Custom built in a fantastic lake community, hardwood flooring, formal dining, huge master suite for only $239,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web. If you had the right employees at your business, could you make more money?
Yes, you could, because without the right employees, you spend too much time trying to fix problems instead of making productivity go up. So what should a business do? Get the right people to make your bottom line improve. Call the professionals that will listen to you and then bring you the workforce you've been wanting. Malone Staffing Solutions can find the right people for you. Go online and start the process to get the better workforce you deserve at malonesolutions.com or drop by Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and soon in West Point. Malone Staffing, an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Hey, we're live here at Callaway Stadium. 2012 homecoming, Troup High Tigers versus the homecoming foes of the Columbus Blue Devils. We're at halftime announcing the homecoming court. Right now, they're announcing all of the underclassmen. Underclass women, if you will, in their escorts. Soon to be, they'll have the homecoming senior court, which will represent the homecoming queen and king. Let me turn it up a little bit. You guys take a listen, maybe for your favorite homecoming candidate.
So he's hanging out with friends and having a good time. She's being escorted by her father, Prince Fox. Our final junior representative is Kristen Akira Magoo. She is the 16-year-old daughter of Sabina and Marlon Ross. Kristen is a member of the competition cheerleading team and the track team. Her hobbies include cheering, watching SpongeBob, texting, spending time with family, and running track. Kristen is being escorted by her stepfather, Marlon Ross. Our first senior queen candidate is Kelly Elizabeth McCall Barber. Kelly, 17, is the daughter of Monica Barber and Willie James Barber II. She is a member of the volleyball team, FCLA, FCCLA, and the class officer. Kelly is also a member of the Psi Epsilon Honor Music Society, Clark Atlanta Educational Talent Center, and president of the board. In her spare time, she likes to suffer, making herself and friends laugh, texting, cooking, and singing. She is being supported by her father, Willie James Barber II. Langley Ann Fryer, 17, is a next queen. She is the daughter of Mike and Sidney Fryer. Langley is a member of the National Honor Society, DECA, Interact, and the Diamond Club. She enjoys going to church, hanging out with friends, and watching and attending all her football games. Langley is supported by her father, Mike Fryer. Queen candidate Jessica Gilbert is the 17-year-old daughter of George and Lisa Gilbert. Jessica is a member of the basketball team, softball team, track team, beta club, team leadership, and the National Honor Society. Her hobbies include team sports, watching movies, going to church, and eating. She is being supported by her father, George Gilbert. Creation Lahora Maddox is she's the 17-year-old daughter of Michelle Maddox and Marie Clark. Creation is a member of Skills USA, Clark Atlanta Educational Talent Center, Famous Days Sigma Omega, AKA the Gilding Club, and the athletic trainer for the Blue Line football team. She enjoys spending time with family and friends, reading, cooking, and texting friends. Creation is being recorded by her uncle, Dylan Hill. Queen candidate Taylor Nicole Morris is the 17-year-old daughter of Scott and Andrew Morris. Taylor is a member of FCLA.
Right as you're listening to live candidates from the homecoming queen candidate, live from the Troup High School homecoming 2012. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back for the announcement of the homecoming queen and king. You're listening to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Kia. Jesse Lichter here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now, back to more Troup Tiger football.
Back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jackman with Greg Hicks, Tony Walls. And guys, y'all handicapped the winner of the homecoming court. Y'all have any ideas here?
The girl in the salmon got a lot of voice, got a lot of claps.
Salmon, the L silent there.
Salmon?
Salmon, yeah.
Okay, salmon. I'm shaking from the south. The girl in the salmon looks very nice.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
They all look like winners to me, my friend.
Attaboy, Greg. Excuse me, Tony. I'm looking at Greg talking to you.
He just paid you a compliment, Tony.
Yeah.
Now, see, that young lady got a lot of crowd noise, so you got to figure that she may have got a lot of votes.
Actually, I'm watching down the field, and of course, know a lot of these folks. I see the drum major for actually not the drum major, one of the young men, the Kings, are coming to the field.
Gotcha.
I was looking down and saw Danny Murphy, who graduated high school with. He's giving his daughter a hard time, and she's about to slap him upside the head.
Well, that's Danny. That's good. He can have fun with this.
And I'll tell you what, now, talking about the Tiger locker room being kind of decimated right now, is Maury Swain and Lamonte Truitt are up for King. So that's two big guys that have a lot to do with the success or failure of this ball club.
That's right. And both of them really, let's say, other than Maurice having that call of celebration, they both have had excellent first halves.
Yeah.
So I guess if there's any two players that probably don't need to be motivated, if you will, at halftime, would be these two guys.
Well, they're bringing on Lamonte now. And we're going to go ahead and take one more 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have your king and queen for you live here from Callaway Stadium as the Tigers are up 13-6 at Homecoming 2012. Listening to Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Mention LaGrange College and the word 1 pops up a lot. Like the student-faculty ratio is 11-to-1. That means plenty of one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number 1 companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, and you'll see why. LaGrange.edu/journey.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
It's halftime in the homecoming. Right now, Chance Giddens, the stadium announcer, is calling out the names of all of the different winners. Walking up to the class representatives, they're to the juniors now. And as they give that award, we'll have our runners up in Queen, and we're going to let you listen to Chance live here at Callaway Stadium, give you that information.
Your senior homecoming king for 2012 is Noah London.
Noah wins the King Award. He actually gets a crown on the field there.
The second runner-up for homecoming queen, Creasia Lenora Thomas.
Creasia will be the winner of second runner-up there. Crowd very excited for her. The proud father there walking her up to the middle of the field.
The first runner-up for a homecoming queen is Kelly Elizabeth McCall-Barber.
Young lady Kelly is going to be the first runner-up. So she's making her way from the 20. She's all the way to the 40, making her way up to the 45-yard line to get her flowers. Again, it's 13-6 here at halftime. Now, here's our homecoming queen.
12 homecoming queen is Brittany Marie Shaw.
Hey, I guess that the girl in the salmon dress.
Oh, my Lord. So, Brittany, I believe her was Brittany Shaw. We'll get her all her information just a minute. But she is your homecoming queen, 2012. Congratulations to all the young men and women represented on the field and their families. I know Maurice and Lamonte will be heading back in, getting ready to go with things. But it's an exciting time and proud of, I tell you what, and just as a former band member, never had to do this as I played football, but they've been on the field playing for about 20 minutes, playing the same song over and over and over again. So you hear the band there right now, but proud of all those young people in pulling off homecoming 2012. We've got the second half play coming up. Greg, Tony, and I will give you some of our keys to the second half. We'll come back after this break. Right now, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking.
Here's a deep question. What do you get when you take real fruit, which is great, blend it into a delicious smoothie, which is also great, put that smoothie in a world-famous Orange Julius smoothie shop, totally great, and put that Orange Julius smoothie shop in a Dairy Queen, which is unbelievably great? You get something great inside something great inside something great inside something great. Now put that something great inside you, and feel great. Orange Julius Premium Fruit Smoothies, made with real fruit and yogurt. All with malt, and now at Dairy Queen.
Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There goes Dwayne's car. There goes Dwayne's house. And there goes Dwayne. Man, that thing does not like Dwayne.
State Farm's got you covered.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Get to a better state.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch on the web at joelupchurch.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
You've worked for years for this moment. This is your time. This is your life. Your efforts are celebrated by all of us. As you, the senior class athletes, take the field, you're also preparing for life. We'll watch with keen anticipation as you rise to even greater achievements in the future. The team at Collision Autocraft and all your friends and family will be cheering you on as you tackle life's greatest challenges. Best wishes to our senior athletes, class of 2013.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
A minute 50 left to go as the clock is ticking down. The teams are coming out of the field, getting their stretches as they're getting ready to start the second half. We're going to take our last break before kickoff. We'll bring you the second half play in just a little bit, but the Tigers are leading 13-6 here at halftime. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is Hines Road in LaGrange, with master on the main floor, spacious floor plan loaded with closet space, and gourmet kitchen with granite countertops for only $205,000. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important.
Here's a deep question. What do you get when you take real fruit, which is great, blend it into a delicious smoothie, which is also great, put that smoothie in a world-famous Orange Julius smoothie shop, totally great, and put that Orange Julius smoothie shop in a Dairy Queen, which is unbelievably great? You get something great inside something great inside something great inside something great. Now put that something great inside you, and feel great. Orange Julius Premium Fruit Smoothies, made with real fruit and yogurt. All with malt, and now at Dairy Queen.
That's exactly what happened.
It's about coverage.
That's right.
You get a ball deep in there, your guys are still spread all over the field, and that's where a lot of the big returns come from. If you get a short kick, your guys right around the ball, it's much harder to get down the field from there.
And in a situation like that, it bounced off a Columbus player, and we came within inches of recovering that ball. But as a result, Columbus will start 1st and 10 from their 32-yard line.
I formation behind the quarterback, James. He's going to back up and lead his tailback, who's going to try to get to the corner, and does. Picks up some first down yards and may go 50, 40, 30. First play from scrimmage. Columbus is going to put 6 on the board.
You know, Malcolm Tatum had him cut off at the 32-yard line. He stopped. Malcolm stopped. And then he kicked it in high gear. And I don't know that he's not the fastest kid on the field. That kid turned it on.
He was right there. Nobody could catch him.
Carrying a football. What a tremendous play, individual effort by that tailback.
And I'm going to tell you, Troup has some kids can run, and they were nowhere close to catching that young man. He was, you're exactly right, Greg. That was quite a move on the sideline.
He 68 yards to the house. I didn't have a clock on him, but the clock's reading 11:43. So officially, I guess it was 7 seconds ran off the clock. Carrying a football with a juke step, that's pretty doggone fast. A little bit faster than me.
Just a little bit. A little bit faster than your Suburban. That's for
yeah. Well, the PAT, Columbus is attempting to tie the ball game.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
It's good.
That's going to go through. Tied up right at the start of the second half. 13-13. You're listening to Triple Tiger Football on 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter.
There goes Dwayne's car. There goes Dwayne's house. And there goes Dwayne. Man, that thing does not like Dwayne.
State Farm's got you covered.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Get to a better state.
Tiger football.
Earlier in the ball game, Columbus scored first, and about 2 plays later, the Tigers responded with a touchdown. Well, now Columbus has scored and tied up this ball game 13-13, and now it's time for the Tigers guys to respond in kind.
You know, Greg, I don't know, Greg and Jack, I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the game, but the Blue Devil kickoff team is inspired.
Well, they're fired up.
Well, you know, we talked about it all growing up. If you let that weaker team hang in, and you're going to give them a lot of confidence.
There's the kick, taken back at the 10-yard line by the Tigers, up to the 20, to the 25, and hit hard, short of the 30-yard line. He'll fall forward to the 28, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
You know, Brandon Hurd, what a tremendous individual effort just then. Picked the ball up at about the 8-yard line, ran it out to about the 25, got just hammered, and he was able to spin and twist and still pick up to about the 28-yard line, is where the Tigers will have it actually to the 29-yard line to start their first possession of the second half.
You know, guys, I wouldn't mind seeing the wishbone come back at this point.
You know, guys, Greg, you had mentioned in the first half about number 70, Mitch Mathis, and he's a good-looking kid. Boy, he, for a 10th grader, he's got a lot of potential, and I'm sure the D1 schools will be knocking on his door.
The Tigers look like they may answer. Oh, it's going to be Daryl Dunlap and Daryl carrier. He's fighting across the 40-yard line. Almost broke it loose.
What a tremendous individual effort. And I want to say Coach Kendall's it's congratulating him, but he's getting them all on him at the sidelines. The offensive lineman is standing around watching Dunlap have to fight for yards. It's like, guys, get in there with him and push him down the line. But at any rate, what a great individual effort there for about 12-yard pickup. Just Daryl Dunlap, one of the tremendous athletes that the Tigers are blessed with this year. First down for the Tigers.
Did have a good hole opened by Kimbe Billingsley on the right side. This time Will Smith's going to hand the ball off to Dunlap. He's going to go on the left. He's just streaming down the field, across the 50. Man, knocks over 3 Columbus players like 10 pins, gets across the 45, and he is running with wild, reckless abandon.
Well, he obviously heard that message, Tony and Jack, as he picks up another 14 yards. And I'm telling you, he was hit at about 6 yards after the line of scrimmage, hit maybe 8 yards, grabbed his jersey, and still kept going. That's one of the things you got to admire about Daryl Dunlap, who is only a junior as he comes off the field. You just like the way he runs the football.
And guys, he only had a couple of carries in the first half. He had that one long run, and the Tigers have decided to get him the football, and that's not a bad idea.
Back to the eye for the Tigers. Hand the ball off into the line. Linemen are stepping up a little bit better. It's going to be Jalen Hicks, the ball carrier. Get about 2, 2nd and 8.
A couple things I noticed from down here on the series before. The Tigers are going unbalanced line one way or the other, and then running behind that unbalance. So let's be on the lookout for that some more this half.
Will Smith stays in at quarterback. They'll break the huddle. 2nd and 8. 10-17 left to go in the third quarter play. Tie score, 13-13. Wing to the right side, a deep eye. Darrell Dunlap very deep in the I formation, and he's going to get hit in the backfield and brought down after a loss of about, it's going to be about 5. Try to cut around to the corner, but they read that real well.
Just couldn't quite break out of the grasp of the cornerback for the Blue Devils, and that Dunlap tried to jump him. Well, he got, you talk about team rope, and he had a hook to that back ankle and just would not let him go, and starting to get a little bit more text in the second half. I think a lot of people starting to come in from halftime activities or eating and checking on the Tigers, and glad that they're listening. I know my brother Jeff Hicks and his crowd is always tuned in to listen to them Troup Tigers.
Will Smith going to roll to his left, looking, throws it downfield, hit as he throws the ball, and makes a great reception down the field. And I got to hand it to Will Smith. He was being tackled as he got rid of that ball.
And you know, he's rolling out to his weak side against his strong arm, stops, plants at about the 48-yard line, and drills it 14 yards up the field to Jalen Hicks. Jalen catches the ball. Granted, it will be 4th and 6, but what a great recovery.
I like this. We're leaving the offense on the field.
Well, really, you know, if you're either pooch kick it down inside the 15, maybe inside the 10, you see what you can happen. Now, you may get a quick draw and see if you can get the Devils to come offside, and it'll shorten your opportunity at 4th down.
It's a snap. Smith going to roll to the right this time. Looks, throws downfield, and it's going to be picked off. No, actually.
No, it's almost picked off. Ball did hit the ground. The ball will turn. It was actually meant for, I believe it was Jalen Hicks, number 24. Actually, Northwestern Florence. Quez Florence.
And, guys, that was an excellent play by the corner for Columbus. Number 20, he had the man in the flat and simply came off his man and broke on the football and almost had a pick.
Yeah, you're right, Tony. And I was just noting, you know, Will does a tremendous job and has all year long. This is his first year at running a varsity offense as a sophomore. That one might have been forced just a little bit. Looks like he had probably triple coverage. At least tried to thread the needle on that one.
So here comes Columbus. Hand the ball to the tailback. They'll try to get to the corner. And he's going to be sandwiched in by a host of Tiger tacklers.
That will be maybe a half a yard gain. They may give him credit for, as that'll move the ball up to the 39-yard line of Columbus as the tailbacks helped up off the ground. But, again, the Tigers really have to turn it up on defense. Really don't need Columbus to get any more first downs.
Well, they don't need to cross the 50. That's for sure.
No, just hold them out, hold them 3 and out, take the ball, and let's see if we can get it rolling. Because we had a couple of first downs, and then all of a sudden we just kind of stalled. Seems to be some equipment malfunction. We got a shoe loose on the wideout for Columbus as he takes a knee.
I think he's ready to go now. Back to the eye for Columbus. They've stayed in that consistently through the whole ball game. Quarterback going to back up, fake the handoff. He's going to throw right across the middle of that little hook route, and they're going to complete it. This time complete to number 88, James Taylor.
Not sure on this flag, guy. Don't know if it's a hold or a roughing the passer. Not sure.
Well, you know, Tony, you're right, because they were 4 or 5 Tigers just really pushing the offensive line back into the quarterback.
They're going to call it roughing the passer.
Wow, that's a tough one, because that could have gone either way. I've seen, like I said, they were the defensive line for the Tigers just mashing on the offensive line, pushing them back into it. You wonder if he broke loose at the last and had a late hit. Obviously, we didn't see it because once it was thrown, I was keying on the defense. I mean, on the tight end. Which, speaking of the tight end, you know, that play now, Columbus has run probably, as we mentioned earlier,
at least 4 times,
4 or 5 times. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because there, keep going to it. It's been wide open every time. I don't think he's not been there. Now, he's had good coverage, but he's put the ball where it needed to be thrown.
And again, the wide receivers are coming back to the football, Greg, which allows him to complete that pass.
Yeah, number 88 is an excellent receiver.
They're going to hand the ball off to the fullback this time, who's going to get across the 45. They're going to mark him right there at the 45-yard line. Second down.
That'll give him about a yard and a half gain. Just simply a little handoff by the tailback up to the left side between the guard and the tackle, and the Tigers close down quick. It'll be second and really 9. We're into the third quarter of play, 7:24, and the clock's ticking. Troup 13, Columbus 13. You guys just tuned in to us. Coach Kendall at halftime says we're our own worst enemy. We've been playing tremendously sloppy. He was very aggravated, and hopefully the guys will turn it around this second half.
Toss sweep going around the right side. They scored a touchdown this play a moment ago, but not this time, as the Tigers collapse down on it after a gain of 2 for Columbus.
Just a little toss sweep, but you're right. The Tigers caved in that corner real quick, and the tailback had to turn it upside. When you turn it back inside, you have backside pursuit from the linebackers, and that's exactly what Bruce Danford and Lamonte Truitt did. Of course, Dalton Hadley also in there. Brandon Hurd, they're all in there together. And so the Tigers a little bit more inspired this set of defensive series than the first play, where Columbus opened the second half with a 68-yard TD run down the sidelines, and he was gone. That's what your score, tied up 13-13.
James, the quarterback, back under center for Columbus. Long snap count, back straight up to pass. Screen pass right in the middle of the field. We're going to read it well, make the tackle after only a gain of 2 yards. Fourth down.
Bruce Danford all over number 88, the tight end, as he read that perfectly. No sooner did he catch it, but Bruce had and he is twice Bruce's height and size, Tony. And but you can see Bruce just tackle him, waist, and just drug him down. And the Tigers were all over him, so that'll be 4th down and 5 for Columbus, as they'll try to pin the Tigers deep with a punt.
Yeah, number 15, Bruce Danford's had a big game tonight for the Tigers. We've called his name a lot.
Punter for Columbus stands on the Columbus 48-yard line.
There's a snap, high snap. He gets it and gets the kickoff, aiming for the corner. And we're going to fair catch it at the 15. Let's take a 30-second break. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Back. Zach Portman and Greg Hicks back as Daryl Dunlap breaks through the line of scrimmage, and he's going down the field. Great downfield blocking by number 2, Malcolm Tatum. Tremendous blocking all over the place. The ball, we started on the 15, and we're going to go all the way down. Looks like they'll mark us at the 27-yard line.
A 57-yard jaunt, if you will. It is 57 yards down the field, but he probably, Jack, ran about 80 yards because he started on the far hash march and wove his way across field. And again, as Kirk had said earlier, Al, and I say Kirk, y'all wonder, who's Kirk? Is that a new guy in the booth? Absolutely. Kirk Snyder's in here with us, hanging out with us tonight. And he said, that Dunlap kid is he's deceiving. And he is fast. But once you get him in the open field, he stretches that stride out.
He's going to get the ball again. He'll take the handoff. He'll go right through the middle of the field. Down to the 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
2 plays. Daryl Dunlap. Second play, touchdown. 28 yards out and a touchdown for the Tigers. We were just talking about that, right, Jack, Kirk, Tony? We need to score quick. I don't care if it's quick 6, 2 plays, what? And the Tigers back on the board.
Well, you know, guys, I'm not a genius.
Notice his microphone cut out when he said he was a genius. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's going to talk.
We're having a little technical difficulty with Tony, but he was talking about Daryl Dunlap toting the mail if he was his mail carrier. So good job by the Tigers. 2 plays, Daryl Dunlap the whole way, baby.
Yep, good job. Tigers hit another couple points on the board. 20-13 now.
When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch, on the web at joelupchurch.com.
Smile. See,
buy or sell a house.
Novus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Tigers looking for a little momentum now as they are in the middle of the third quarter. 5 minutes left to go, 20-13 in a two-play drive. 31 seconds. Daryl Dunlap was the ball carrier for both plays. We're going to kick the ball down the field, and we're going to be called offsides as we looks like Will Bates or Nick, I'm not sure who that was, kicking the ball off. And actually, that was Will Bates kicking the ball off, and he made a little stutter step there, and it caused one of his guys to go offsides.
We had number 31 on the sideline, Emmanuel Trammell, that was flying down the field. He, along with Vanquez Bonner, they wanted to be the first ones down there. You mentioned earlier, Tony, about how the kickoff team for Columbus was fired up. And all of a sudden, the Tigers also, they're getting excited. They want to go down and hit somebody. Well, you're right, that little stutter step may have cost them 5. But you know what? They've got some speed on that kickoff team, so let's see if they can make that up and at least get them inside the 30-yard line.
So here we go. Ball again rests at the 35. 20-13 with 5 minutes left to go in the third. There's the kick. Nice high kick. Take it down at the 20-yard line. Columbus will move the ball up there. The stutter step. Try to cut across the right side and slip down. In fact, not a single Tiger touched him. And he's going to lose yardage and fall down at the 27-yard line, and that's where Columbus will have it first and 10.
That was Tony. That was an intimidation tackle, and we got him inside the 30. So that's good.
Hey, it doesn't matter how they go down as long as you tackle them.
That's right. That was an unassisted tackle. That's what that was.
Who gets credit for that one in the books, I wonder?
The man closest, I guess.
who touches him at the end? Tag, you're it.
Well, we held him inside the 30, so really didn't lose anything by that 5-yard penalty as Columbus Blue Devils take over first and 10 as they'll start on their 30 or their 27-yard line.
I formation back again for Columbus. James, the quarterback, with a very long snap count. And guys, we mentioned this several times. I think what they're trying to do is keep the Tigers from stunting inside. We've been very effective. Ricky Frazier all year long has done a great job of timing that snap count. But when you got such a long snap count, you're not able to do that.
Well, and I was going to comment earlier about the discipline of that Columbus offensive line. and they have been all night. This is really the first penalty that the offensive line has had for Columbus. And that long snap count finally came back to bite them.
They go back to the long snap count again, back to the eye. And they're going to fake the toss and hand it off on a kind of a draw play. That little quick scat back, number 28, Ivan Rome, the ball carrier. And Rome is brought down.
He did scat, and the Tigers were able to hold him to about a 7-yard gain. They'll be second down and 7. But I noticed a lot of the Tigers are starting to try to arm tackle or tackle the ball.
Yeah.
Not really arm tackle, but just want to snatch that ball out and create things. And where all that's fine and dandy, if you're going to try to snatch that ball and tackle that ball, you better make sure you got some buddies helping tackle a guy.
Yeah. Well, you want the second and third man reaching for the ball. You want that first one to put a hat on it.
Thank you. And it looked like the first man was wanting to grab the ball. You're right. Let's get our priorities straight.
Stop the runner. Again, they're going to hand off to Rome. Rome going to get close to picking up a first down before he's brought down at about the 35-yard line.
That was a great open field tackle by Tatum, number 2, Malcolm Tatum, from his free safety position. Just came running up, and that'll be probably looks like it might be short of a first down. If it is, it's only going to be by a foot or 2. They're going to actually call for a measurement.
Well, they'll bring out the chains. Let's take a quick 30-second break. Back to the station. 2013, Tigers leading on 96.9 at 1240 WLAG.
Chicken lovers, listen up. All across East Alabama and West Georgia, they're heading to Dairy Queen on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Why? Because the spicy chicken strip basket is at Dairy Queen for a limited time in October. 4 strips of chicken, customer choice of fries, tots, or onion rings. I personally like the tots. Texas toast, dipping sauce, all that at a great price. You want some delicious chicken, you got to get the spicy chicken strip basket at Dairy Queen, New Franklin Road in LaGrange. It's so good, it's ridiculous.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Columbus Blue Devils are short by chain link is the call that we've gotten from our spotter, Kurt Snyder, up in the booth.
Actually, in our unofficial official statistician, Silas Lichty, verified that call with the binoculars. I know I can't see that far, so you have to have binoculars.
If you could put your glasses and my glasses together, you kind of got binoculars there.
I was telling somebody today at work, not only do I need my reading glasses, I need my magnifying glass on top of that. Sometimes.
If you get them stacked up on your nose, you got trouble.
All right, one of the things that I want them to, if they're going to get this first down, I want them to earn it. I don't want the Tigers to jump off sides, so let's see what happens.
They're going to go right in the middle of the field, and it looks like they're going to get it.
I tell you what.
That front surge looks like they got just the foot that they needed.
It may have been just a foot, because I promise you there was more Tigers in the Blue Devil backfield than there were Blue Devils at that time.
They did get a first down. I think what kind of caught us off guard a little bit is how quickly they ran the play.
That's right. They've all night been coming up, taking 6 minutes and 82 seconds to actually hike the ball. This time they step up and boom, they're gone.
3:31 left to go in the third. 20-13 your score. Tigers leading this one. Columbus with a fresh set of downs now. Ball resting on the 37-yard line. Back to the I formation for the quarterback, James. Checks his line, looks left and right, has a man wide both sides. He'll back up and hand the ball off to the tailback. Again, kind of a little draw. They bounce him around back there. Picks up 4, maybe 5 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, you're right. Just, again, even though the Tigers have scored kind of quick there with about 31 seconds earlier, on 2 plays, Darrell Dunlap had a 57-yard run and then backed that up with a 30-yard run for a touchdown, put the Tigers ahead 20-13. Again, the Blue Devils are not laying down. They're offensively, they're just still creeping on in. They got their first down by a yard. It just is now 2nd down and call it 5.5, so they picked up good 4 yards on that first down play, and that's all you can ask. Give me 4 yards of running play, and I'm good to go.
Well, and, they run the same basic formation each time, kind of go a wing to the right side, single back set, take the handoff to him, the quarterback, going to roll to his right, looking downfield, throws, and had a wide open man about the 50-yard line. And, guys, looks like that's a broken coverage there. We kind of missed that one.
Well, one of the things you see, and Tony helped me out there, but you had a linebacker blitz, and that's the linebacker coverage right there. You had Dalton Hadley on a full-out blitz, and a middle linebacker is supposed to swing out there. And Bruce Danford, he got out there just a little late. You're right. He's supposed to have that flat coverage like that.
Yeah, I think you're right, guys. But, boy, he was wide open. And the throw was over his head. And so a break there for the Tigers.
Yeah, whenever you got one man, you've got 2 linebackers, maybe you got 3 linebackers, and the weak side linebackers call for a stunt, you've got to get out there and cover what we call the curl or the flat zone, which is really about the hash marks to the sidelines. And Bruce just didn't get out there as fast as he should have.
Well, it's back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 5 for them. Single back set. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He's got a man in his face. It's Bruce Danford trying to make something happen, and he does. He forces the quarterback out of the pocket. He throws an incomplete pass into the sideline. Brings up 4th down.
Good pressure that time by number 15, Bruce Danford. He's fast. He really got there quickly and forced a quick decision by the quarterback.
We've accused him many times about having the coaching staff plugged into our radio signals. I wonder if Bruce heard us talking just then, because he kind of got mad there. He was in there quick, wasn't he, Tony?
Yeah, he really got a good jump off the ball there and was really there before the quarterback could set up.
And that'll force a 4th down as Columbus gets ready to punt.
We almost get a hand on it.
It may have. The ball is short. It actually drops, hits on the 48 and bounces back to
I
the
think we
50.
got a hand on that one.
We may have. Let's, Tony, you might want to sneak over and ask Maurice if he got a hand on it. It's kind of hard to say from up here, but
boy, I don't know how he missed it if he didn't. He was right there and made a good play. So good field position for the Tigers.
That's right. Tigers will take over at 2:06 left in the 3rd quarter of play, leading 20-13. They'll take over at the 49-yard line, at their own 49-yard line.
Will Smith back in at quarterback. I formation. Dunlap deep in the backfield for him. Man split wide left and right. That kind of unbalanced Tony was mentioned earlier. Dunlap finds a huge hole around the right side to the 40 and takes down 2. It takes about 2, almost 3 guys to bring him down as he gets first down yardage on his first play from scrimmage.
Up the middle to the right, Darrell Dunlap for another 14-yard gain. Actually, 15 yards as he moved it from the 49 of the Tigers all the way down to the 37 of the Blue Devils.
Right behind number 70, Mitch Mather.
I'm glad you're down on the sidelines tonight, Tony, because I really wanted you to take a look at that big kid as a sophomore. I tell you right, next year you're going to have a lot of college prospects taking a look at big Mitch Mathis.
Smith backs up, airs it out. He's got a man down there. Oh, in and out of the hands of Tatum, and that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, you got to make that catch, guys. That was a perfect throw.
I was going to say, Will Smith, he said, Coach, I don't know if I can throw any better than that. You know what? He can't. He put it right where he wants it to. And, you know, as many times as he and Malcolm Tatum have connected on that go route, Malcolm's going to come back and say, man, that's my bad.
That's on me, bro.
Yeah, that's my bad. I should have had that one.
In fact, Smith goes over, lets him know what the next play is.
He said, we're going to run the same play.
Ricky Frazier in at the fullback position this time. It's going to be Dunlap who's going to get the call. Breaks through the line, picks up a first down, makes a spin move to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. And he tell you what, it's exciting every time he gets the ball.
I tell you, that's another 17 to 18-yard pickup by Darryl Dunlap. He gets outside the first down yardage and still gets hit and spins and turns for another 4 or 5 yards. And I tell you, he's already visited Arkansas over the summer, and you just know that there's going to be a lot more visitations toward the end of this football season. Big Darryl Dunlap, even though our team record isn't that strong, we've still got some good athletes, and Darryl Dunlap from one of them.
Well, let's get this one in the books, and we can talk about what could happen. As this time it's going to be Hicks, no relation, getting the ball into the 15-yard line, gain of 3, second down and 8, 7.
Guys, before that last play, the Troup Tiger offensive line is starting a little momentum, starting to take control of the line of scrimmage, evidenced by those big runs by Darryl Dunlap.
And you know, those were quick hitters too, guys. This is not something that you waited around in the backfield. When Darryl gets the ball, he's deep in the backfield now, about 7 yards deep. When he gets the ball, it's quick.
We're going to have a problem with the snap, and Smith is going to get on it.
I was absolutely looking, you know, and I noticed how far Darryl was in the backfield that time, and it just looked like, you know, how Lamonte earlier in the first half took his eye off the ball because he wanted to pick it and go 6. It looked like Will was anticipating what he was going to do with the ball.
Yeah.
Back it out just a tad too soon. At any rate, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll probably get at least one more playoff. Tigers inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Be 3rd and 10 as the Tigers look to at least get a first down inside the 7-yard line.
Smith will take the snap, turn, and the ball off to Dunlap. Sidesteps, goes around the right side. 2 men trying to bring him down. Gets all the way to the 10-yard line, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. 20-13 is your score here in the third. We'll take a break and come back and bring you the fourth quarter play after 2 different spots from 2 different sponsors right here on 96.9 1240 and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. A fresh 12 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter play in the ball game. 20-13, Tigers have the lead. And now the Tigers are looking at 4th down.
Ball's on the 11-yard line. They've got to get inside the 7.
Smith will take the shotgun snap. Low snap, backs up, throws it, complete. And he's hit right as he catches the ball. Paul pass was complete to number 24, Quez Florence.
That play, just a little, the slot man took a step forward, came back in the backfield. It was a bad snap to begin with. That was a timing play. Just didn't work. And if it had been another half a second, it would have been real easy to kind of a pick six in the other direction, just given where the placement of the players were on the field as the play developed. Tony, I know that was kind of a little scary down there, wasn't it?
Well, again, it's easy for us to second guess, but they haven't stopped Daryl Dunlap all night. So
I'm thinking the exact same thing.
I was really thinking maybe he would get the ball at the time.
Yeah,
Right.
I was thinking Dunlap to the right side. That's not a bad play for a second down. But fourth, and you got to have it to try to get the ball in there. Not the direction I necessarily would have gone. As Columbus will go to the left side again to the tailback, Ivan Rome. Rome is falling across the 20-yard line.
And not to second guess the coaching staff either, but again, we were. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to say that we were certainly in field goal range, and that none of us were even thinking about a field goal. But that was an opportunity there to put 3 on the board. At least go through the motions, and because you're going to need that. The kicking game's vitally important.
11-19 left to go. 20-13 is your score. Tigers leading this one. Columbus breaks the huddle. Blue Devils make their way to the line of scrimmage. Stay in there, the same package they've been in all night long. Receivers to the left and right. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback, Rome. Rome cuts to the left side, hits one of his own men, gets the first down across the 30, still on his feet, and finally brought down short of the 35-yard line.
Tony and Jack, when you see Columbus playing as hard as they're playing tonight, it tells me 2 things. It tells me that, they've got athletes. They just need to awaken, if you will. And then it tells me that we're still not dominating like we should, because other teams in this region have proven when you lose by an average score, what did you say, Jack? 49-7. Tells me that you get beat up early and you get down, and we've allowed these guys to hang around. And they've actually got some pretty good athletes.
They're still in this ball game. It's 2013.
1 score down. You're exactly right.
That's right.
Back to the eye for the quarterback, James. Long snap count again. 4-man front for the Tigers. They back up. Looking at the pass. Going to air it out down the field. And it's going to be caught.
It's complete.
Yep. Caught down across the 40-yard line. It's a 39-yard line. And right now, our deep end, our cornerback back there, number 26 for the Tigers, Say Sanders, just looking around like, what just happened?
And Say, he intercepted the ball on really the first or second play of scrimmage last week against Carrollton. And at that time, he just got beat deep, tried to recover, and just never could. He was beat about 3 yards deep. And really, if the quarterback had thrown it sooner, he may have been still running. It actually...
he had to come back for a little bit.
He had to come back for it a little bit, which caused him to catch it and fall down. And at any rate, they're into Troup territory at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Columbus Blue Devils.
Freshman quarterback's doing a good job, James. This time he's going to hand the ball off to his tailback, number 20. It's saying Bastley. Bastley, first time I've seen him carry the ball tonight. Going to get pretty good yardage up the field, and right now they're winning the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Well,
go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say the Tigers' defense look like they're winded, and it's like, really? Come on, really? Go ahead, Tony.
Well, if nothing else, Greg, that long completion flipped field position. So now you've got a longer field for the Tigers to go, and even if Columbus doesn't score here, Troup's going to get the ball deep in their territory.
Right, it's 2nd down in the yard.
Columbus has in their mind they're going to put the end on. They've done it twice already tonight. I formation for them. Again, they go back to the tailback. This is Bastley. Bastley picks up the first down and more, just right on that left side, and gets it to the 24-yard line.
I do realize, we've got 3. Each team has 3 timeouts left, but, and again, I know you shouldn't in a game like this, at least if you are the team that you think is going to win the ball game and you should be up by more, you shouldn't really be using timeouts. You shouldn't have to. But now I'm thinking, timeout. Let me talk to you guys just for a second. If nothing, we'll give you a break and think about where you are. Let's keep these guys out of the end zone.
We're going to go back to the tailback again. Cuts left, cuts right, gets across the 20. Gain of another 4 yards.
I was going to say 1st down, and they picked up another 4 yards. Right. Those tailbacks, Tony, very quick off the snap.
And guys, we mentioned a while ago about the Tiger offensive line controlling the line of scrimmage. Now the Columbus Blue Devil line of scrimmage, offensive line controlling the line.
Yes, they are.
And I'm just kind of looking down, surveying the crowds and the crowd here, and a good homecoming crowd. You've got a lot of daddies with their arms crossed, sitting back in the chairs, wondering, all right, what's going on?
A timeout called on the field by the Tigers. They Again, they're listening to us as they usually do.
You've worked for years for this moment. This is your time. This is your life. Your efforts are celebrated by all of us. As you, the senior class athletes, take the field, you're also preparing for life. We'll watch with keen anticipation as you rise to even greater achievements in the future. The team at Collision Autocraft and all your friends and family will be cheering you on as you tackle life's greatest challenges. Best wishes to our senior athletes, class of 2013.
SouthernOrthopedics.com. That's SouthernOrthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is 219 East Yorktown. Custom built in a fantastic lake community. Hardwood flooring, formal dining, huge master suite for only $239,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to the Tigers. Right now they have the Columbus Blue Devils driving the ball down the field, and that long snap count is going to get us finally. And we're going to jump across the line of scrimmage, and they're going to pick up 5 yards. So now they're looking at 2nd and 1. Guys, this is not the time for mental mistakes.
No, the ball will rest on the 15-yard line. They've got to get to the 14 for a first down. And again, I agree with the timeout, but you hate to come off of a timeout
and make a mental mistake.
Make a mental mistake like that. So, at any rate, I'm sure Coach Kendall and staff said, guys, tighten them up.
They hand the ball to the tailback, who's just untouched around the right side. Finally, he's hit as I think he's going to get the first down about the 12. It looks like a first down to me, Tony.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Depending on the spot, it looks like the official on the far side is going to spot it as first down. Yep. But, again, Bruce Danford, number 15, on the tackle.
Well, Danford playing a great job on both sides of the ball.
And really what I'm seeing is not a lot between the guards. Most of what they're clipping off is outside, tackling outside. And again, I don't, one of the things.
Greg, it's almost like zone blocking, and the back's picking a hole.
That's right. I don't know that I don't have my defensive ends widen out another yard. Just
they're hooking them and taking out that outside contain. Got a wardrobe malfunction down there on the field, looks like.
Yep. Certainly the officiating crew talking about something.
Could be about the Yankees losing again today.
Did they lose?
Oh, yeah.
Good. I'm sorry. Oh, that's great. Glad those Yankees lost.
Both of those Yankee fans out there listening to us going to be mad with you.
That's right.
Go back up. Hand the ball off on the left side, and he's going to go in, and he's going to get a touchdown for Columbus.
Again, I just said they're off tackle outside. Take my defensive ends and move them out another yard to keep that from happening. And very next play, I think Columbus had us keyed into our headsets now. So it's 20-19. Troup with 7:45 left in this ball game.
All right, they're lining up for just a regular PAT. If I'm Columbus, I don't have anything to lose. I go ahead and line up for 2.
Why not? Try to upset them.
I gotta have another score to win the ball game.
That's true. Right.
Anyway, but guys, when you haven't won,
that's true, Tony.
At 20-9, if you're tied in the fourth quarter, boy, it's a victory for.
That's true. That's a good observation.
And we're going to move. Somebody's going to move in the line there. Looks like Columbus might have done it this time. Everybody's pointing at each other. No, he did it. No, he did it.
Well, let's see who wins the battle of the points.
Kind of like watching a presidential debate. Everybody's pointed at each other. They'll back him up 5, so it's going to be against Columbus. Hey, this might be out of his range, guys.
Right.
7:45 left to go. 20-19. Columbus looking to put it back to a tie score. Waiting on the snap. Long snap count. Please don't tell me that we just gave it back to him.
Well, it came from the backside, so I'm wondering, how can you see from the backside if the defense is offline? I'm offsides. I'm thinking it was. We got unsportsmanlike conduct on the Tigers. Well, what's that about, Tony?
Think of as if maybe they were calling snap count. I'm not sure. I didn't see him, so I don't know. It was.
That is possible. They could have been yelling out, trying to yell at the snap count, but that's unusual to be called. So you get the ball back down inside the 5. So we'll try once more, third time to attempt the point after touchdown. Kind of ice the kicker, I guess. Come on, there's a snap. Snap, hold, kick.
It's good.
It's good. It's a tie ball game. 7:45 left to go in this contest. 20-20. Troup and Columbus. You're listening to 96.9, 1240, and you might be watching us, I hope you are, on the World Wide Web at Eagle1023.com.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget Autocraft on Facebook.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
What never would have expected a score of 20-20 against Columbus in the late in the fourth quarter. Would you, Tony?
Well, I don't think anybody would, guys. But again, you got to give Columbus credit. They're competing.
There's the kickoff. Goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Tigers will bring it out from there. It's Lamonte Truitt to the 20. Cuts across midfield to the 30. Gets down to the 33-yard line, and that's what the Tigers will have at 1st and 10.
Excellent return, Jack, as you just pointed out. Picked it up at about the 5-yard line. Brings it all the way out to the 33. So a 28-yard return. And, you sense whenever you get the ball in some of our skills guys' hands, their skill sets just allow them to do so much more with their speed and quickness that just one little miss, and he's all the way down.
Going to hand the ball off to the tailback, Dunlap. Dunlap get across the 35-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
I see senior Dalton Hadley, who was visibly frustrated. And I don't think it's any one thing. I think it's just he's a senior. You always want to win your homecoming as a senior. And he just knows as a leader that they're just not playing well tonight. And I like to see that emotion out of a leader, genuine emotion, because that tells me you care.
Will Smith back to the line of scrimmage with his offense. I formation behind him. Quickly hands it off to the fullback who finds some. Look at that extra effort as we get all the way to the 40-yard line before it's whistled dead. And I tell you what, Bruce Stanford never went down.
Man, I'm just looking at Bruce's legs, and he was just churning, and he picked up at least 3 or 4 yards, and he was hit really at the line of scrimmage. And if they hadn't have blown the whistle when they did, he may have wound up carrying him across the first down yards. But it'll be 3rd down and a 2.5 for the Tigers as the ball rests the nose of the ball on the 40-yard line. They've got to get across the 43 for a 1st down.
Hands it off to the tailback, Dunlap. Goes left, goes right. Big block in the middle of the field. Goes all the way down to the 30-yard line, actually the 32, before he's brought down.
That'll be about a 33-yard gain by Darryl Dunlap off the right tackle behind big Mitch Mathis. Mitch opens a hole and just continues to scrape off his block and go downfield and block even more for big Darryl. And Darryl is taken down at the 33-yard line. 1st down for the Tigers inside Columbus territory with 6:14 remaining. Your tied score at 20-20. I know you guys just joined in saying, what? Just hang with us, baby. We need to win this ball game for sure.
Back to the eye. Smith hands it off to Dunlap. Dunlap fights his way for 5 more yards down to the 30-yard line. All right, I'll tell you what, they're throwing the footballs up here in the stands, and I keep thinking it's flags being thrown.
I did too. First yellow football came up, like, where'd that flag go? But kind of threw us off here in the booth. But 5:45, the clock still ticking. It is 20-20. You heard us right. Troup High Tigers 20, the Columbus Blue Devils 20, as Troup is driving. It's 2nd down and 7 as the ball rests on the 30-yard line of the Columbus Blue Devils.
Smith back under center. Goes back, hands it to Dunlap on a little delay. And he's going to get ridden down at the 30-yard line. Great individual effort by the big down lineman, number 73.
That is probably the best play that Big 73's made all night. As Tony's mentioned 2 or 3 times, that the Troup offensive line is really just shown aggression and did a great job the last few series. But Dunlap hit the hole high, which Dunlap tends to run high. And Big 73 just kind of corralled him at the shoulder pads and brought him down.
They break the huddle back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Bruce Stanford in at the fullback, Dunlap at the tailback. Going to go to Dunlap. Dunlap gets a great hole. Goes to the right side, picks up the 1st down and more. Still on his feet, breaks 2 tackles, down to the 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Columbus Blue Devils on the ground. Dunlap from 33 yards out breaks 5 to 6 tackles, Jack and Tony, all by himself. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, if the Tigers hold on to win this game, Darrell Dunlap, number 16, will be one of the big reasons. He's left it all out on the field, and every time his name has been called tonight, he's responded with a big play.
You're exactly right, Tony. The 2 touchdowns here in the second half have been just tremendous running on his part. Again, as Greg mentioned, all of those guys down the field as the PAT goes up and through. So he's just done a tremendous job. 27-20, 4:39, but this ball game's not over.
No.
Columbus has got a lot of heart. Let's take a quick break. 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
On the PAT team, and I noticed that Tony's kind of looking over there at him as well, but Darrell's sitting on the bench, and as all the offensive linemen coming off the field after the PAT, Darrell stands up and congratulating everyone. I'm saying, man, great job, and Coach Floyd's over there talking to the offensive line now, telling them what a good job it is as the Tigers kick off now.
Columbus takes the ball, gets all the way to the 30-yard line, it's almost the 35. Good return by the Blue Devils. And again, as we mentioned, guys, this ball game's not over. 4:31 left to go.
No, there's no reason for these Blue Devils to hold back, Tony. And you've got that. You're right down the field level. You kind of sense the momentum, whether the Tigers still have it or whether the Blue Devils are going to try to thwart it.
Well, you try to look for body language, Greg, and Columbus still seems to have a little swagger. They got a little confidence. So we'll see if the Tigers come up with a big defensive stand.
So here they go. Columbus, actually, the ball all the way to the 40-yard line. The quarterback, James, up. Hands the ball off to his tailback, who dodges one Tiger, but then is brought down after a gain of only 1 yard.
Maybe a yard. Looks like some of those offensive linemen are slow to get up. And I look at Maury Swain, kind of just picks up 20-80, tackles him, then he just picks him up by the shoulder pads. But, again, it's to our advantage that the clock continues to run. You know, who would have thunk it that number one would have been talking run, clock, run when you're playing Columbus. But what would be really nice is if the Tigers could get a turnover here, and whether we do it defensively or whether the offense is scored, would be a little more comfortable even with 4 minutes left if we would score one more time.
I agree. Tigers taking up 6 men on the line of scrimmage, and we're going to jump off sides.
No.
It's going to be drawn off.
Yeah, no, their big left tackle, 79, jumped up, which, again, that's only the second, or 73, that's only the second move that they've had offensively on the offensive line, but they did jump. That'll back them up. That'll take the ball from the 41 back down to the 36. It'll be 2nd down and 14 as the clock is at 3:49. Again, if you're just tuning us in, Darrell Dunlap has been the story for the Tigers tonight as he scored 2 or 3 touchdowns almost all by himself. What a great individual effort. Your Tigers leading 27-20. Yes, that's right, 27-20.
I formation, another behind the quarterback, James. Long snap count, longer than it's been. And the ball off to the tailback who's just, no, he's going to keep it. Looking, rolling, throws it out of bounds. And I tell you what, that's a good fake. I was all over that one.
I'm like you, Tony. I don't know what you saw down the field, but it fooled me and Jack up here in the booth. I really thought it was a stop for no gain.
Well, they run the ball all night, and they faked that little trap up the middle, and the quarterback rolled to his left. Got good pressure from the Tigers on that right side, and couldn't find an open man downfield.
So third down now, 15.
That was an incomplete pass, 3:25 to go in this ball game.
Phillips with trips to the near side of Benson, wide left. They're probably going to pass. They're going to throw the quick out, and now they're going to try to get up the field. And we're going to just read that so well. Wow!
Dalton Hadley, he sniffed that out. Great individual effort by Dalton. Not only did he catch their number one back in the backfield, but he almost slipped away. Dalton from the ground, Jack, on his back, reaches up and grabs him again. Tony, I know you were all over it. What did you see?
Well, that was a good play by Dalton Hadley. He made the first hit. You're exactly right. But the cornerback for the Tigers, number 26, delivered a big blow right there.
Yes. Say Sanders get a little payback from his earlier miscue.
And that's fourth down and about 20, maybe 21 for the Blue Devils. And looks like they're going to punt it. Hey, and don't be surprised if they do a little fake or something. I mean, what do they got to lose?
They have a very wide open lineup here. Tigers bringing 4. There's a snap. They do punt it away. And it's going to take a bounce to the Tigers. And Lamonte Truitt is going to pick it up at the 40, 50. Huge block by Daryl Dunlap in the middle of the field. And he's free. Down to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
It's coming back, Jack. We got a holding call against the Tigers.
No! Unfortunately, I'm looking for flags, and Tony, you spotted there's a flag on the 32-yard line, and now I wonder if that's Malcolm Tatum because he had the lead block, and that's about the point where Lamonte Truitt stepped out, cut to the sidelines, and took off.
Yeah, excuse me just a minute. I think that you're going to catch Dalton Hadley, number 44, with a pretty good form tackle over there on one of the Columbus Blue Devils.
No, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's okay. Got the ball, got a good return. Daryl Dunlap lit one young man up from Columbus. Threw a great block.
By turning your smartphone into
you got to respect that, too, to see a guy who's had all the glory tonight, picked up the touchdowns, a big run, also willing to block for you, too.
Well, and I said it coming back from that last break right after Daryl scored that touchdown. What a leader. He's just a junior, but, man, he is the kind of leader that I spoke to the seniors about a couple of weeks ago is, guys, you're seniors. You need to be able to stand up and lead and take charge. And I tell you what, we've got a lot of seniors on the team, and they're doing well. But I tell you what, as far as leader standpoint, Big Daryl Dunlap Jr. is the man that's going to lead this team the rest of this year and next year.
Yep. They talk about the call there. See if they've got the right placement of the ball.
They've got the ball spotted on the 42. The flag was laying around the 32-yard line, and they may have already marked it off 10 yards. So they're still discussing what went on here. At any rate, an excellent punt return. Great individual effort and plenty of blocks, but Lamonte Truitt's been wanting to do that for a long time, and he finally got outside, and you could see when he turned what we call the afterburners on.
And he did that too, Greg. He once he saw some open field, he really hit that hole quickly, and if not for that one call, that would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
Well, they've got the spot right. They've all agreed on it. The ball was rest on the 42-yard line of the Blue Devils. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this contest. Troup Tigers 27, Columbus Blue Devils 20.
Wonder who's going to carry the ball.
That could be Dunlap, and that's who gets it. He's hit the line of scrimmage. They're kind of keying on him a little bit. He's still going to pick up 3, 2nd and 7.
Columbus has 3 timeouts left, I believe.
Clock's not moved.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Here's a question. What do you get when you take real fruit, which is great, blend it into a delicious smoothie, which is also great, put that smoothie in a world-famous Orange Julius smoothie shop, totally great, and put that Orange Julius smoothie shop in a Dairy Queen, which is unbelievably great? You get something great inside something great inside something great inside something great. Now put that something great inside you, and feel great. Orange Julius premium fruit smoothies, made with real fruit and yogurt. Always mall, and now at Dairy Queen.
Back to the way they do things over there. And I'm awful tempted to sneak over there and snag me an Orange Julius. Hadn't had one of those in a long time.
Well, I had one today at 2 o'clock. I was going to tell you earlier, our office manager wanted one, so I went and got us both one in mango, pineapple, and banana. Man, it was good.
We're going to run a little reverse here to Lamonte Troup from his wing position on the far side. And actually, that's Tatum.
Malcolm Tatum comes from his slot position from the right side, takes the inside, but really, a lot of people would call it a buck sweep. Just simply just had a motion back, comes on, and he takes a sweep, turns it upfield, picks up the first down at the 31.5-yard line as they move the chains, and I'm sure they'll wind the clock into play. At 1:55, the Tigers still would like to score one more time as the clock runs at 1:50. Tigers 27. Columbus 20, and my wife just texted me and said, bring home some milk. You guys help me remember, I got to get some milk going on.
All right. Tony, you're in charge of that, okay?
I don't know what to say. We've got motion on the right side, and of all the good things I've said, we all have problems, but we're like Ricky Frey, number 18. The Keithian Buckler. What a challenge he's had tonight. He kind of jumped a tad, but again, we're going to back it up. The Tigers will have it still first down. But now it'll be 1st and 15 as the ball rests on the 36-yard line with 1:37 left.
Well, guys, if the Tigers will take care of the football, even though Columbus does have 2 timeouts left, just take care of the football with no turnovers. They can basically run this clock out.
Yeah, I'm like you, Tony. You know, does Columbus try to use their timeouts to manage that block, especially if the Tigers wind up, they only get a couple yards gain? You know, if the Tigers burst open with a 10, 12, 15-yard gain, yeah, pretty much done.
Smith under center. They're stacking the line. Dunlap breaks through that line across the 30 and just knocking Columbus players all over the place. Gets to the 25. He's short of the first down, but it does just bring up second down. And I tell you what, now that time we won the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. Darrell Dunlap that time comes off the left side behind Kimbe Billingsley and Levi Cornwell. It picks up 10 yards. It'll be second down and 5.
Mention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
Closer to people who care about you, local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Jack Warren, Greg Hicks, Tony Walls, live from Callaway Stadium. Will Smith, the quarterback, under center. I formation behind him. Second down and 5. Dunlap going to get the call. They're going to have an outside stunt that's going to catch him from behind. And they're going to call a quick timeout. We're going to keep it here.
Actually,
Greg, that was actually number 14.
Yeah,
carried the ball that time.
I was going to say my brother from another mother, Jalen Higgs. I don't know that. I don't know that they would corral Dunlap.
I'm sorry.
Like that, but no, Jalen's a little bit smaller.
The resemblance is uncanny.
He picks up 2.5. It'll be third down and a long 2. Maybe you can stretch that out to a 3. So I don't know, Tony. I'm thinking. Let's see, Mitch Mathis, Darrell Dunlap. I'm thinking I'm going right side tackle.
I think you're right, Greg. You know, there's a lot of things to like about Darrell Dunlap, but one of the things I've noticed, you mentioned his leadership skills. He's encouraging his offensive line, but after he runs the football, he simply gets up looks at the official, hands him the ball, and let's go do the next play.
I've been here before.
I like his attitude. He seems to be a very coachable young man.
And you see what he's doing
again,
now.
He's really doing a good job.
He actually took Levi Cornwell, a senior offensive lineman, and moved him up into position.
Unbalanced line left. Smith going to hand the ball off to Dunlap. They try to catch him from behind. He breaks one tackle, spins, gets up close to first down yardage.
He's not going to make it, but that'll leave him 4th down, and maybe he picked up a yard, so maybe 4th down and 2. And let's see what happens. I mean, obviously you want the clock to run. Clock's at 1 minute to go in this ball game. 4th down for the Tigers. Clock is running faster now as we're inside a minute.
Greg, you might see the Tigers run that clock down to about a second and maybe take a timeout just to talk over this 4th down play. Feel like they'll go for it just to get that clock in motion.
I think you're exactly right, Greg. I'm watching coaches. They're looking at the clock, standing right next to the official, and they'll call a timeout right here as it winds down 5, 4, 3, 2 on the – yep, they do call the timeout right as the possession clock runs out. And that, that's a luxury we have here at Callaway Stadium that a lot of the folks don't have, is the possession clocks in the end zones. So the quarterback on the field knows how quickly he's got to get a play off. Quick 30-second break. Tigers leading 27-20 on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
You love Blizzard treats. Your whole family loves Blizzard's treats. And even though the weather is getting cooler, you and your family still deserves a nice treat. Fortunately for you, there's a pumpkin pie Blizzard at Dairy Queen. Nothing combines the taste of fall and refreshment of soft serve like pumpkin pie Blizzard. Pumpkin pie blended with vanilla soft serve, crowned with whipped topping and nutmeg. Get yours now for a limited time at Dairy Queen on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. It's so good, it's ridiculous.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Tigers going to hand the ball off to Dunlap. Dunlap picks the first down and more. Across the 20, still on his feet. Goes to the right 10, 5, looking for flags. I've said it twice and been wrong. Let's go do it right now. Touchdown, Tigers!
From 22 yards out, 23 yards out, Daryl Dunlap slips off behind, who do we say, Tony? Mitch Mathis on the right side, and he just takes it. He really just starts walking at about the 10-yard line, wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And really, the game's over now, but, man, we sure do look better at 33, maybe 34.
And what a fitting end to the game for Daryl Dunlap to score. Is that 4 touchdowns?
Let me see here.
4 touchdowns.
3 in the second half.
And he had 1 long run in the first half. So great job that time by the O-line and Daryl Dunlap.
Fakes up, kicks it through, and he'll put another point on the board.
Uh-oh, we got some hassling going on now. Little jawing, got some flags back all over the place. Let's see what's happening.
You guys, we don't need to end with a mess. Especially here at homecoming.
Looks like number 14 for the Tigers was involved with a conversation.
Those Hicks
with,
boys,
some of the Blue Devils.
I'm sure we didn't start it, but Mom always said, you better finish it.
Oh, boy. 34-20, 26 seconds left to go. The Tigers will kick it off. And more than likely, Columbus will get 1 play from scrimmage. But it is nice that we've come back and kind of put a bit more of an exclamation point on this ball game. I'll tell you what, got to handle to the Blue Devils. They never gave up.
4, Tony. 4 TD runs. 66 yards.
He's close to 200 yards.
A 57-yard run, backed by a 30-yard touchdown run, a 33-yard touchdown run, and that one was at least a 30-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, he's close to 200 yards. I'll see if I can get some stats down here from one of these intelligent sports writers that I'm standing next to. Well, he's had a great ball game. He really has.
Between Eccleberry next to you and Cy Wood there in the blue shirt, the older man, the Valley Times News editor, he has he keeps impeccable stats.
Well, you and I are going to be pretty close, buddy. I guarantee you. He's right around that 200-yard mark.
Don't you know it?
So here they come. Tigers ready to kick the ball off. Ball rests on the 40-yard line. 26 seconds left to go. Stepping up. There's the kick. High kick. Not too deep. Taking about the 20. Up to the 25. And he's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line. Columbus will get 1 play from there, more than likely with 19 seconds left to go.
34-20. Your Troup Tigers finally with 26 seconds left as Darrell Dunlap scores his 4th touchdown of the night. Gives us a little breathing room.
Yeah.
We weren't still comfortable, only up a touchdown, guys, but we feel a little bit more comfortable being up 2 touchdowns with 19 seconds to go. I tell you, Columbus, man, they deserve all the credit tonight. They hung in there with the Tigers, and of course, I think the most valuable player of the game, no doubt, is Darrell Dunlap. What a tremendous game he's had tonight.
Here's the snap. James looking. Going to air it out down the field, kind of a wobbly duck. Will go out of bounds, so they'll get 2 plays because at least 2 plays, 14 seconds left to go.
Takes about an average of 6 seconds to run a play. That was 19. He took him a little over 4 seconds or 5 seconds to run that play, as it's just simply a go route. And you'll probably see Columbus do the same thing the next 1 or 2 plays, as they'll just, rather than taking a knee, they're not just going to concede. They want to see if they can put 6 more points on the board, however they can do it. They've been playing hard all night long. You're right, Jack. Why not? As they've got a loose ball running out on the field, and now we're ready to go.
Trips to the far side, Twins to the near side. James will take the shotgun snap. Looking, got some pressure. He's flushed out to the left side. Just threw it out of bounds, and intentional groundings could be the call. Bless his heart.
Well, he was outside the tackles. Maybe that's not a high school rule, but certainly in college and pros.
Well, there's nobody there, even within 10 yards of where we threw the ball out.
Okay. Britt Thompson, our esteemed operations, very knowledgeable high school football guy, tells me that he's got to get to the line of scrimmage. What do I know? I just thought he had to get outside the tackles. The pass has to. Okay. See, I know he knows what he's talking about. He's
nice job. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Tony says, good job. And you know who was putting pressure on him that time, Tony? The quarterback? Number 16.
Probably number 16.
It was. As Darrell's your left defensive end right now.
8 seconds left to go. James will take the shotgun snap. Pressured. Dunlap almost got him. They're going to finally bring him down at the 34-yard line. Time will expire, and that will be the game. 34-20 is your final score from Callaway Stadium. The Tigers have won homecoming 2012.
Guys, you know the Tigers will take it. Any win is a good win. Sometimes as a good team, you have to win a game when you don't play as well and don't execute, but a W is a W, and they'll take it.
No doubt about that. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break and let you hear from a few more of our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll try to have some comments from one of the coaches down the field. But we are glad that you joined us here in this ballgame as the Tigers win this one by a score of 34-20. We'll be right back after a few messages back to our station for some sponsors. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Tiger football on 96.9, 1240. Jack Warner, Greg Hicks. We'll go down to Tony Walls and let's see, Tony. Let's see that they've got Daryl Dunlap folks are talking to. Everybody's excited about all the players and what the job that they've done tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get to talk to Daryl here in just a few minutes, and I'm going to try to talk to Coach Kendall. So they're doing their other interviews right now, so I'll try to grab them. And but
this is really,
that's 34-20. We'll take it.
Have a lot of guys.
Most definitely. That's front of the Tigers fighting through some adversity, and that's a good way to make a win is to fight through. Let's go back down to Tony. He's got Daryl down there. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tony.
Guys, I'm standing here with Daryl Dunlap, and Daryl, the first half's a little slow, but you had that one big run and 13-6 at halftime, and had those three big runs in the second half. Got up around 200 yards, and you don't have to tell me everything about the halftime speech, but what did Coach Kendall say to you guys to get you inspired for the second half?
We got to execute on the plays. We letting Columbus stay too close to us. It shouldn't be that close at all.
Well, a win is a win, and you'll take it. It's 34-20. It don't matter as long as you get one more point. Then congratulations, big man. You had a big game.
All right, thank you, Tony, for bringing Daryl to the table. He did have a tremendous ball game tonight. 4 touchdowns. I think one maybe called back too. Lamonte Truitt had one called back as well. So getting some photos. Taking photos of Tony down the field with Lamonte. That's
yeah.
Somebody's desperate for a photograph there, Tony.
They confuse him with Mr. Clean.
Hey, all I need is a white suit and earring, brother. I'll be ready to go.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Tony heading over to Coach Kendall. We're going to keep it right here. But Greg and Tony, we're just kind of excited about this ball game. The conclusion, 34-20. The Tigers have come away with a win. They've got 4 ball games left this season, counting tonight. This was the first step in those 4 games because we need to win 3 of those 4 to have a chance at the playoffs. So we got 1 down, and that's really what you have to do is take it week to week. And next week we'll be heading up to Fayetteville to take on Fayette County.
And one of the things that they needed this game tonight, I guess. And if there's anything you can say, I'm glad we won. I'm glad Daryl had 4 touchdowns. He definitely put on a show tonight. And win, lose, or draw, Daryl Dunlap's going to give you everything he's got. And guys like Ricky Frazier and Lamonte Truitt and Malcolm Tatum and Will Smith and Dalton Hadley and Mitch Mathis and Bruce Danford, they're always going to, R.J. Harrison. I just keep on. These guys are always going to give you that. And you feel bad that the record is what it is. But you're right. They're right in the middle of this region contest, and all they've got to do is go up and take care of business. Don't come out playing like you did tonight, but take care of business next week at Fayette County.
Well, at Fayette County tomorrow has LaGrange coming to see them. Now, last week they beat Columbus 41-7.
That's right.
So Fayette County is going to be watching the film on this ball game.
That's right.
Thinking about comparisons between the two. But they'll take on the Grangers tomorrow night, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. So we go back down to Tony, who's got Coach Kendall.
Well, you got a big smile on your face now.
Yeah.
At halftime, you were a little stressed, but your speech must have been good at halftime. I don't want you to tell me everything you said, but your kids came out and really played well in the second half.
Well, it wasn't some type of fiery, peeling the paint off the walls type thing. It's just, it's basically went in there and told the truth. And, Columbus High School, Coach Marino and his staff, and those kids came over here, and I told our guys, at the beginning, a lot of times people have a tendency sometimes to overlook people just because of their record. And I said, they're not going to get on the bus. No one worth their salt is going to get on the bus and say, let's go lose the ball game. They're going to show up to play, and they're not going to make many unforced turn errors. They're not going to make many unforced penalty type. They're not going to make those types of mistakes. And, I'm pretty disappointed in the number of penalties we had tonight because we haven't done that all year. We've, one of the real bright spots this year over, when you look at different parts of the game that we've improved on is that we haven't had many penalties. And, they cost us several times in stopping them, getting first downs, and also us getting first downs also called back the score on us. So,
well, Coach, you get a lot of abuse when you lose, but when you win, you don't get enough. And kudos to you and your staff for the adjustments you made. the ability to get those kids inspired and get them ready to go. And we spoke about a little 4-game run here that can put you into playoffs. You got one down, and as you look at Fayette County next week, what do you know about them?
Well, you talk about here looking at the playoffs, and we look at this game. This game is a playoff game. Right. I mean, the rest of the season is a playoff game for us if we want to get into the playoffs. Right. And so this is the first step. And, Fayette County is very athletic, run veer type offense. They do a very good job. We're going to go up and scout them tomorrow night. It's one of the